It's very petty. It's very petty. At best, your claim is he's friends with a bad person. That is a incredibly petty claim. Behind your followers' back? Yeah, your whole private life is behind your followers' back, numbnuts. What do you mean? The slop, I'm Alex, T-channel, lefty commentary, soy, Kendall, eunuch format. They were going around messaging him being like, why are you still following I'm Alex? Don't you know he's an abuser? I hate these people. Their whole life is the YouTube algorithm. Their whole brain is just replaced by the YouTube algorithm. Dude, this guy's seething. This guy's mad.
I remember that.
I can't even get a grasp what's going on here. We're all over the place.
Thing to say.
Very true. There's nothing more important than hearing the opinions of women. That's what I think, personally, guys.
Okay. Lying implies intent. Dude, I had no intent to... I was just talking about things and what they could mean. It's that simple. God damn, dude. I'm not lying. I was simply saying what I thought was happening. Also, it's really late here, so I'm a little sleepy, so ignore me if I yawn.
Okay, so guys, we're watching Lewis McClung. This Kendall, this fake skinwalker prop for women to feel safe around online, as it gives them the most basic TikTok, top Reddit updated take on every abuse situation that happens online, who recently went after Dankyjabos for being derogatory towards a cartoon hippo, for sexualizing a cartoon rabbit, and worst of all, making a joke when someone tried to press him about the fact he might be friends with I'm Alex offline. So he did this all at the behest, under the command, not necessarily under the command, but you know what I mean. He was doing it for Cataclysm. Apparently she's turned on him because of this stream. So he's left out in the cold on his own. And we're going to take a look at how that happened. We're going to have the chat open. Apparently Augie RFC might have been in the chat, turning people against him. So we're going to take a look.
Oh my god, hello. Oh my god, there is a bunch of people here. What's up? Hello. So, we're here to talk. We're here to talk. We are here to watch and listen and talk. Let me know if you guys are seeing this. There's a lot of people in here. Oh my god. Hold on. My first time live streaming on YouTube since I've actually gotten a following, so you're gonna have to give me a friggin' second, alright? Calm down. Cool down, alright? Thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. You all can see and hear me, right? Welcome in. Okay. Alright. So, today, Dankyjabos has responded. And this is a good thing. Let me get something very clear. This is a very good thing, all right? We wanted to hear from him. That was my entire purpose. That was my entire point. I wanted to hear from this man, okay? I watched the video a little bit just to make sure he wasn't being too outrageous. It turns out he was being a little outrageous, which is a problem. He was contorting words just like he was, accusing everybody who's talking about him of contorting his, which is, man, if people are going to be calling you a hypocrite, just don't do that. But I would like to say that he made me look very gross in his thumbnail, and I appreciate that, you know? I like to pick the best looking pictures of people I can find for my thumbnails because I like being courteous, but this is crazy. I don't look like that. That's not me. So it freaked me out a little bit. But we are going to watch it because I don't want to have to make an entire edited video about this video. So we're definitely we're going to look at this. Here, give me 1 second.
He does not look like me. The f*** are you talking about?
Start this over. Okay. I don't look gross ever. No, I can look gross. Like when I first wake up, my hair is usually a f***ing mess. But I don't look like that. That's just not me, you know? Is that my mugshot? Yeah, I went to prison for being an idiot. Happens to the best of us. But as you can tell, like, I don't really want to sit here and, like, make a whole video about this. It's just not, I don't want to perpetuate this anymore. So I do want to give my opinion on this and how he's rightfully angry. Let's be so unbelievably real. This guy's mad, Dankyjabos. He's going to be very angry in this video. And he's allowed to be angry. That is not a problem. I liked him. I thought I made it very clear in my video that, yeah, I said a lot of, you know, I did a lot of name calling, but I do that to everybody. So I didn't see that as a problem. But I made it very clear. I don't want to cancel him. I don't want his career to be over. I just want him to say something about it because there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of allegations against him. And there still are a couple, I'm pretty sure. I haven't watched the entire video. I hope he goes over everything. But I did watch a little bit, and he made it seem like I was saying things that I wasn't. So I wanted to clear it up. Come on,
okay.
say some stuff.
Okay, let's hear it then.
I'm sure you
let's
guys
hear
are
it. Okay, man, let's hear it.
I hope you apologize. Okay,
I'm sure you can explain it away.
Apologize for. We'll see.
I'm sure he can explain it. He can do it. He can explain all of this away. He can save this.
But like I said in my video, it's allegations. It's alleged. Everything I said was, except for reading things, it was all alleged. Okay, it was all piecing things together that might be happening because he wasn't the one talking about it. He wouldn't say anything. He didn't make a community post. He didn't make a story post. He didn't do anything. He just said, hey,
this guy's a 300k Andy. What is his content other than about the drama? He is one of these YouTubers. He's a commentary, quote unquote, channel. Not really commentary. It's not really what we would call commentary. What it really is like TikTok abuse situations. It's like nothing but TikTok abuse, where he just gets on and he acts feminine to make his audience of women feel comfortable. And then he gives them whatever the highest updo to take he's seen on Reddit that day is, or whatever the top TikTok comments are saying. Whoops, I accidentally went over to this tab. But as we're here, I think we have to play it. So he does just like slop abuse content, and he will never say anything that steps out of line. He will never say anything controversial or actually nuanced. He just sort of postures about how terrible and abusive all these people are. Whichever person he's told to hate that week.
Making a response now after everybody kept saying things. Well, everybody kept saying things because you wouldn't say anything. Oh, thank you, Purple Toast. Thank you so much for that. But there's no need to donate anything, okay, guys? We're just here to talk. Okay, just finished his video. Was it good? Was it a good video? Noah? Was it a good one? Let me know. Hi, everybody who's showing up. Yeah, I can do a recap. I can absolutely do a recap. So the allegations against him were that he was supporting I'm Alex for abuse by following him and protecting him behind closed doors, or at least not protecting him, making jokes about abuse in light of him being mentioned, okay? And that is not alleged. He did make a joke about somebody and Alex and an abuse case. So that was not alleged that happened, but what it meant for him as a person was all of the gossip, as he calls it, which, by the way, I find his tone about us, the YouTubers talking about him, very condescending. He calls us gossipy and petty and drama. This is not petty. You have an audience.
It's very petty. It's very petty. At best, your claim is he's friends with a bad person. That is a incredibly petty claim. It is so asinine, so bland, so toothless. You're friends with a bad person offline in a way that doesn't come into your content, that you're not publicly supporting them. Okay, well, why do I care?
A lot of people, and you talk about a lot of things that are very harmful. So it's just important to talk about these things and say when you've done something wrong, or if you haven't, right away, so that people don't have to make a video about it to get an answer from you, because the possibilities were so bad, okay? And a lot of things I had said
How were the possibilities so bad?
Assumption, allegations. That's what I do. How many times do I say that in a given video, that they're allegations? But I digress. You know, you have to say that, because I could be wrong about anything. So, let's see what he has to say. Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready? You missed everything? Don't worry about it. There's a video up. You guys can watch it. Toxic Gossip Train. Yeah, saying that is a little weird. So, but Jesse here, I just want it to be known, if he's seeing this, that I have no ill will against him. I thought I made that so unbelievably clear. I take the shit out of stuff. I do that all the time.
Hey guys, I know, hey, listen, I know I called you a racist, misogynist, abuse apologist. I've really got nothing against you, man. Seriously, I've got nothing against you. I know I called you, I know I said you raped that kid, but I've really got nothing against you.
I'm like, you stinky bastard. I will say that nonstop.
Why stinky?
No ill will against him. I thought I made that so unbelievably clear. I take the shit out of stuff. I do that all the time. I'm like, you stinky bastard. I will say that nonstop. All the time. I do that, right? But I made it very clear that I don't want anything bad to happen to this guy. I made it very clear that I don't want his career over. I don't want him to be canceled. That's besides the point what I'm doing. I want him to be able to forward his career, okay? He is doing very well.
I want him to get better.
As a newer YouTuber who's only been doing this for 6 months. He's doing great, right? And I want him to be able to do great. But to do this stuff behind closed doors...
He's threatened. Wait, is that... I feel like there's a little bit of... He's a little bit threatened. No? Maybe they're making the same content. How long's he been going for? Over a year, and Dankyjabos already up to like half his sub count.
Worrying, okay? And I know I learned after I posted this video very recently that I did get something wrong. He still has videos up where he says weird stuff. I thought he would have taken him down, but he didn't, okay? I also said a legend in that. I rewatched my video before making this because I want to know what I said. So, sorry, I'm trying to read this. There are so many people saying things. Love how he calls other channels gossipy, but he made multiple unnecessary videos about Smart Schoolboy 9. Yeah, okay, but it's okay to be gossipy. That's what he does, and that's okay. That's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. That's what our videos are like. We can be a little gossipy. We can be a little jokey. We can be a little... You know, I make so many jokes. I made so many jokes that he has in this video about what I said about him, right? I make jokes. That's what I do, right? And I think that's okay. I make it lighthearted because, again, I'm not that mad at... Well, I was very mad at him for not saying anything, but now he said something. So I'm much happier about the situation. I'm so much happier about the situation because he said something. He didn't even have to make a video like this. He could have just made a post way before anybody made a video and just been like, hey, these screenshots are out. I wasn't trying to be like this. This isn't what I meant. I'm sorry, guys, blah, 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 right? What did he do? We didn't know. That's the thing. We didn't know what he did. We didn't know what the extent of what he did was. There were a lot of assumptions.
Okay, guys, I'm also going to put a goal up, okay? It's going to be a small goal. A small, short goal to beat another Bobby Sonic time at the end of the stream, okay? So we're putting that up, guys. If you want to see another Bobby Sonic time beat, and I'll do that at the end of the stream, okay?
A lot of words going around, and that's about all we had, but he wasn't saying anything. The main problem that I had an issue with was, one, he didn't say anything about it. He said nothing. He was actively avoiding it, which we know now that he's seen it, so he was actively avoiding it. Two, that he was deleting comments, and he said in a video, hey guys, make it look like I did something terrible directly after the screenshot had surfaced, right? That's weird. I don't know what he's gonna say about it in this video, you know, it's just a joke. It's not just a joke, dude. That's weird shit. I've never done anything like that. I don't know why you would do that, right? That's why I didn't like it. Okay? I didn't like that he had said, hey guys, make some weird comments about what I'm doing. Oh, say like I'm so terrible. That's weird. That is...
Wait, is Bobak streaming Sonic right now? He is. Oh, dude. Oh, okay. We're gonna have more times to beat. Oh, yeah.
That is still the only thing I have a problem with, and I hope he talks about it in this video. Okay? But, aside from that, I am happy he said something, and I am no longer that mad at him. Okay? I am no longer that angry at Mr.
It's not just petty, okay? It's not purely petty. I'm getting sidetracked on Bobak's while we're trying to watch this, though. It's not purely petty. The point is that this guy is turbo autistic, loves Sonic, yet he sucks at it. Not just that, he's so autistic, he said that if he can't make money from Sonic and Pikmin, from playing Sonic and Pikmin, then it's not worth going on. It's truly not worth living if he can't make money from that. But he sucks at Sonic. He's not even good at... I am better at Sonic than him. And I'm out here trying... Well, I am kind of right now trying to make money from Sonic. But I'm not... My goal, my career goal is not make money from Sonic.
Jabot here, okay? I'm disappointed in him silencing people and not saying something sooner, but I'm no longer that angry. My entire issue from the start was that he said nothing. That was my whole issue, which I'm sure you guys can agree with if you watch his content, right? If he doesn't say anything, oh my god, what? Zillion, thank you so much. Again, you guys do not have to donate anything for this stream. This is just me doing this so I don't have to make a video. This is me just, because I don't want to make another video about this. Because he's trying to put it to quiet, basically, right? He's trying to put it quiet. So, sorry. No, people trying to put him down, stop, okay? Stop saying negative things about this guy. You don't know yet, okay? All we had was alleged and conversation, okay? That's all we had, all right? Be nice, be cordial. He didn't, for all we know, he could disprove it all right now. He could do that. It's possible, because it was all alleged. So be nice, all right? I want you to be cordial, nice, thoughtful, okay? It's important to me that you are nice to this person, okay? Because we don't know yet what he has done, truly. What were the allegations? I just went over them. Basically, mocking abuse, being slightly weird behind camera, joking about things that didn't need to be joked about, you know. The way he spoke about women, thank you, whoever tipped. That was very sweet of you, by the way. But also, he joked about women in weird ways. People said he said a lot of weird things about women. And there were a lot of cases, for instance, saying that a mother cannot be sexy because she is a mother. You know, that's just a strange thing to say, right?
That's not what he said. Not what he said.
Okay, can you guys see the video? Let me know if you can see.
Can we just repeatedly allege that Lewis might be a pedophile? I personally, if you're asking my personal opinion on that, I don't think that's a very nice thing to do. I don't think that if you want to show, if you're trying to show Lewis McClung respect, I think defaming him as a pedophile would be a bad idea.
See the video. Again, I don't want anything rude said about this person. This is purely constructive criticism. We are not here to hate on somebody. That's not why I'm here. That's not what we're doing.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously I can't know if he is or not. Obviously, I can't be sure if he's a pedophile or not. Obviously, I don't know. I mean, it would sort of be up to him to address that if it was accused of him, I feel like.
I need it understood, all right? I'm not your dad or anything, but be nice, all right? This is not a hate stream. We are here to learn. Yes? Good. Okay. Good. Understood. Oh my God, the chat's moving too fast. Thank you for the tip, whoever did that. You didn't have to do that, but thank you so much. All right, good. Okay. All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1.
So originally I wasn't going to address this situation because it's all based on petty, baseless gossip and huge lies that frankly weren't worth responding to. But recently it's become...
Okay, that's a great start. 1 second.
Let's make a note of that. Let's make a note of that. This guy be like, that's a great start. Let's make a note of that. We'll come back to that.
Hold on 1 second.
Holding.
He might prove me wrong, okay? I just don't want people to be super rude in this chat, all right? He might not be a terrible person. Let's see what he has to say, okay? But that first part, right? Gossip. This is not gossip, all right? Gossip is kids on a playground. This is you with 100,000 plus followers on YouTube possibly doing something behind your followers' back. That's fucked up. This is not gossip.
Wait, behind your followers' back? Yeah, your whole private life is behind your followers' back, numbnuts. What do you mean?
This is an actual problem that could exist, okay? So you saying it's gossip is demeaning. It's weird. Don't do that.
I'm so much bigger than I ever thought it would, so I figured I'd set the record straight. For the last few months, I've been the target of a harassment campaign from Lewis McClung and Cataclysm.
Okay, it wasn't a harassment campaign. That's making it more sinister than it is. It wasn't a harassment campaign. It is slightly gossip, but it is literally just me
I also kind of reject the framing of harassment campaign. I don't like when anyone pulls that shit.
Hearing about something, talking to somebody who had already talked about it, and then learning that there's more to the story than I even thought it was, so I made a video about it. Because I'm angry that he's not saying anything. Thank you for all the donations and members, everybody. That's very sweet of you. But him saying that, and saying that it's a hate campaign, that's not what it is, okay? It's not a hate campaign. I wasn't in cahoots. Well, I was talking to Cataclysm, still am, okay? And it's all business, basically. Talking about what happened, who knows what, why is what. That's important, okay? And that's important to know that. It's not a fucking hate campaign.
Been lying about me both privately and publicly and passing off huge false assumptions as fact when there is no evidence to support them. The two main claims that they make are that I'm a misogynist and that I'm supporting an abuser. In Lewis's video, he details all of the supposed allegations.
The accusations against Dankyjabos, aka Jesse, go as follows. Lying to your audience, using hateful, derogatory speech towards women, silencing those who are against you, and lying to and manipulating your audience. Those subtitles, sure, who hold you as sanctity, honestly.
All of these allegations are either lies or baseless assumptions based on nothing but pure conjecture. For those who are unaware, I used to edit for I'm Alex. Me and Alex were not friends during this period, and it was purely a business relationship. In fact,
that's important. You could have just said that. Why didn't you just say that earlier, okay? Everybody was so worried about you still being friends with him, and you didn't say this. For like a month and a half, 2 months, you didn't say this. Why? Why? Why you didn't say this? I don't know. I have no idea, okay? It's that simple. You didn't say this. You avoided saying this for what reason? If this is the truth, because it's still allegations of word of mouth, as he will say many times in this, it's all allegation of word of mouth. Why didn't you just say that?
Last time I ever spoke to the man was when I received my last payment from him 6 months ago.
Okay, and that's important as well, okay? 6 months ago. That was the time period we had for him possibly being in cahoots. Again, it's all allegation, cahoots with him, okay? And that's fine. right? He's eating Lewis up, not gonna lie. I hope he does. I hope he clears his name. I hope he clears his name. I hope he clears it out.
Shut up, man.
Us all wrong
Shut up.
and fools and idiots, okay? I would appreciate that, actually. Because the less bad people there are in the world, the better place it is.
This, Lewis McClung and Cataclysm have made it out as though me and Alex were, and continue to be, close friends, and that I'm even being mentored by him. Obviously, there is no evidence to support this because it's not true, so the two resort to grasping at straws, lying, and making things up to pass—
Okay, lying, remember the word lying. It implies some kind of intent. My intent was not to lie. My intent was to pass information along that was out there, okay? Whether it's true or not. Lie presumes intent. I don't have any intent to lie about you, okay? I wouldn't make a video if there was anything about this. Take your L, dude. I will. I'll take my L if there's an L to take. I promise you. I have no problem with being wrong. I am happy to be wrong. But he's saying things here that are a little strange, okay? I don't like the grasping at straws and lying. I'm not lying.
One of the only pieces of evidence that they show are that our thumbnails are similar.
You can even tell the blatant mentoring through the—
Wait. I wasn't lying, I was alleging. Yeah, but people, if you allege something that either you have no reason to believe or you have reason to believe is false, then most people would call that a lie. Right? You could be alleging something and lying. Like if I went, I think Lewis McClung is a pedophile. Like if I made a video and I kept saying how I messaged Lewis McClung asking if he's a pedophile, and he refused to reply and blocked me. So, I mean, there's unaddressed pedophile allegations against Lewis McClung. I think a lot of people would say that's a lie. Thank you for the $5 Spencer Howard. This is why so many video essayists are scared to do anything live or on the fly. They need at least 3 shower conversations to plan their arguments. 1 shower would have been enough for this guy, I think. Or, well, no, 1 shower would have been the minimum, but he couldn't manage that.
Exact same thumbnail design. They use the exact same thumbnail design. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just more proof that he mentored him or taught him his ways.
I mean, these are just YouTube thumbnails. It's ridiculous that these can be counted as any type of evidence that me and him have some sort of relationship.
It's not evidence. It's possibility, okay? Did I say it was evidence? Let's see how I said it was evidence.
It's not evidence, it's possibility. What? You're obviously using this as a supporting point in your argument here. You're not just going, well, maybe he learned this from Alex. It's part of building the narrative that he has a connection to him.
Through the exact same thumbnail design. They use the exact same thumbnail design. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just more proof that he mentored him or taught him his ways.
I mean,
I am going to watch the whole stream. I just don't know if it'll be tonight.
These are just YouTube thumbnails. It's ridiculous that these can be counted as any type of evidence that me and him have some sort of relationship. And by the way,
I did say the word proof, but I think I meant it more in the way that, like, it could be, right? I was lying. I appreciate your, what is the word? Take responsibility? I will. I haven't watched the video yet. All right, y'all. Keep the conversation to this, all right?
All right, y'all.
Proof means it could be. Yeah, so evidence is when you put it into a case and you say, this could mean this, right? Take this as a court case, for instance, right? If you have 2 juries.
What?
Or, if you have a jury, right? The jury is you guys. You are the jury, okay? And then you take 2 people. He is the defendant. I'm the accuser, okay? We walk into a court. If one of us is wrong, are you going to call the other a dipshit? Are you going to call the other a piece of garbage? No. You're going to call one the person who is wrong and one the person who is right. Read the room, Lewis.
I'm not going to lie. I almost want to give this guy a little bit of props. I do give this guy a little bit of props. Okay, this should be the bare minimum. This should be the bare minimum, but I'm going to give this guy a little bit of credit because, okay, it's absolutely crazy as a video essayist who is used to streaming to 20 people on Twitch to go live to 3,000 people on your main YouTube account and live respond. First time watching, really, because you only seen the first half of it based on where the bar was at. And live respond to the allegation debunking video against you. That's pretty great. That's probably a stupid way of handling that. In terms of, like, self-preservation. But I give it credit, because really that's what everyone should do, okay?
Yeah, I think we should wait till the video is over. Let's see.
Wait, this is also a point made by both Cataclysm and an actual old friend of Alex and Jake Baz, who was previously featured on his channel before.
When Alex stopped posting because of everything that happened, Jesse then started posting very much in the style of Alex, with Alex's thumbnails, etc., etc.
Coincidentally, your thumbnails seems to be only since he's quit. Your thumbnails have started getting a lot more like Alex's, which is weird. Why would you only just start doing that now, coincidentally, when he stops uploading?
However, the great irony of this point is that the very thumbnails on the streams that my thumbnails are being criticized on are the exact thumbnail style
That's a good point. No, that's a great point.
that somehow prove that Alex is
You couldn't figure that one out yourself? You really couldn't figure that one out? You couldn't take a look at Cataclysm's channel, or any channel in your genre, and see the thumbnails all look the fucking same, because that's just what performs well. Really?
mentoring me. And not only that, but
That's a great point, okay? Those people do look to have the same thumbnails. Maybe they work really well. I wouldn't know. I'm very creative when I make my thumbnails.
You're doing the same thing! What?
I try to stick to a style, so I didn't even notice that everybody else had similar ones. That is a good...
I didn't even know, with my 300k sub channel, I didn't even notice that all of our thumbnails look the same. Yes, you did. You're appealing to a market. What do you mean? That's why you make them this way. This isn't how they looked originally, is it? And then they develop, start getting more like the popular thumbnails. We veer a little bit here, but then as the channel picks up traction, we get a hit here, and then that's pretty similar. That's pretty similar. Pretty similar. We're refining. You can see the progression as he slowly shifts into the slop, I'm Alex, T-channel, lefty commentary, soy, Kendall, eunuch format, as he just homogenizes.
Good point. That's a good point. Telling me to take the L. I mean, if he's right, then he's right. We'll see.
Cataclysm still continues to use the very thumbnails that she's criticizing me for to this day.
Did she criticize him for that?
By that logic, is she
No. Okay, let's get something clear. I criticized him for that. The clip he showed was just me saying it. I don't think she criticized him. That's not a big issue. If he got that wrong, it's okay. Again, it's okay to get things wrong, man. It's okay. But,
Yeah, you have to say that, buddy.
it's important, right? What's going on. You guys can watch his video and then watch my video, or watch it in different order. This is important information to learn, okay? I don't think she criticized him for that. It was just me. So...
also being mentored by
I ate
Alex?
your family? My
no,
bad, I'll spit him out.
obviously not, because it's just a YouTube thumbnail. And like I said,
Just
I
a
haven't
YouTube thumbnail,
spoken
okay.
to Alex since my last payment from him. He has nothing to do with my channel. Another ridiculous...
Okay. And I can understand the anger from hearing that if it's not true. But then again, you didn't say shit to prove your innocence. Okay? You didn't say anything before this. It's important to say that. You didn't say this. Why? I have no idea. I don't know.
ridiculous piece of evidence that they use is that I still follow I'm Alex's Instagram account.
Also, what some people have noticed, which is what Katie alluded to in a video as well, is that Dankyjabos is still following Alex. So,
Right, he
this
still
is true.
I'll look it
I-
up in a minute. Maybe he still is. I don't know. You
I
guys
had a
can look it up if you want.
Earlier before the stream. So,
You're criticizing him for things you do yourself. Not only that, but you used incorrect term, but also basically propagated non-proven and false allegations. I like you, but you messed up a bit. You just said allegations. It can't be proof and an allegation. Well, it can be. It can be proof and an allegation. So that's the thing, right?
Oh,
alleged.
dude, this is so... What is Blood talking about? Dude, he's not even... At this point in the video, he's not even, like... He's not even raped. He, like... There's no reason for him to be faltering this bad. But this guy has clearly never spoken about something like this live and had to, like, get his language right or, like, you know, make a coherent argument. He's only done video essays. And he is just self-owning so hard.
You just said allegations. It can't be proof and an allegation. Well, it can be. It can be proof and an allegation. So that's the thing, right? It's alleged. I don't know why you would be mad at me for showing you what he's not talking about. Okay? You can be mad at whoever you want, obviously. You can take your anger out of me. I don't care. But false allegations are just that. Okay? He hasn't proven anything yet. Okay? He's just said things, by the way. Remember that. But he hasn't said anything. The problem is that these are allegations. I had allegations. I brought them to the table. I told you guys. It's that simple. Okay? If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and I'm happy about it. Let's be real.
Dankyjabos
Where's
is
Augie?
following Alex.
Where was Augie's chat? Apparently he turned everyone against him. That's not how proof works. Okay.
And he's still followed by Alex as well. So they're still around each other. That's what I do know.
Apparently, and still now, Jesse followed and still follows I'm Alex.
Now, Dankyjabos was still following Alex.
A follow could mean anything. It does not mean an endorsement. Cataclysm, your friend Alice still follows Lewis Buckin on Instagram, who you've publicly called out on your channel before.
I'm just annoyed because why is the commentary scene full of absolute...
Okay, so the difference is, I'm pretty sure that she's not a... Is she a creator, the person he's talking about? Either way, a follow could mean anything. But when you put it with the fact that you also made a weird joke about him in private and you're also following him, that was the issue. That was the issue, right? Why would you... 1 second, guys, 1 second.
Dude, I've just seen the most insane tweets. So there's a Smart Schoolboy 9 video. Okay, I don't know if I can read this off, man. It's a Smart Schoolboy 9 video thumbnail, and then someone posts, did they ever arrest this dude, by the way? Someone quote tweets it. First ballot Internet Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Fame, Internet mob investigation fumble. He will be doing this without consequence for decades, thanks to Reddit. I don't know if he's even done anything like illegal that could be actioned on. And then this guy replies, no, he won't. For I volunteered to R him. I will search every single house in the United Kingdom to find him. It may take decades, but I will do it. I will not rest until I complete my mission. 1.9k likes.
1 second, guys.
Crazy, man. They're so crazy.
Somebody say something new. What was that?
It's really spicy, chat.
I simply mean that it's putting more fire on the situation without proof. I can see where you're coming from. That's what I'm trying not to do here. I'm not trying to put fire on anything, okay? Why is everybody so angry? Because a lot of people like to take this as, like, two people fighting. I'm not trying to fight anybody. I need a mod. Okay. How about this? There you go. You're a mod now. Help me out. Thank you so much if you're okay with that. Basically, sorry about that. Yeah, slow down, calm down.
He's saying mod me.
All right? I'm not trying to put fire on anything. Again, I'm not... people are making this like two people fighting. I am here for the audience of him. I'm not here for his throat. Okay? I'm not here to... Wait, what? Hey, so actually Lewis doesn't refer to women as misogynistic terms, so it's not the same. I mean, I try not to. Sometimes you don't know, and that was a big thing with him. I don't think he knew he was being racist or misogynistic, okay? That's the problem, right? He didn't know. And it's not an issue with him. That's just a thing that happens, and people were mad at him. Right? So...
Oh my god, who cares?
Do not look at chat, it's a bad idea. I'll look at chat. I like listening to people, you know? You guys are angry, rightfully so, at either or, okay? If you're mad at me, it's totally understandable, but just remember that it was all allegations in the first place. And if nobody talked about it, you guys would have never known that he was innocent, if he is. There's no proof yet. But without me, you would have never known if he was or is a good guy. Remember that. Without Cataclysm, you would have never known that he had done anything in the first place.
What'd he do?
So being mad at us doesn't necessarily make any sense. Being mad at him doesn't necessarily make any sense because you guys didn't know anything was true yet. That's what I hated, dude. I saw so many people under my video being like, oh, I knew it. No, you didn't. Nobody knew anything. That's why I made my video. You guys, nobody knew.
Dude.
That's the point. So...
Even the people agreeing with him, he's mad at. Oh, no.
Yeah, alright, let's continue watching.
Fucking morons. Lewis Buckin, you're a fucking idiot. You're a creep. Get offline. I hate you, and you should not be online, you dirty scumbag. They just don't deserve platforms, do they? They don't. They fucking don't.
So does this mean that Alice and Lewis Buckin are close friends and that she's endorsing everything that he's done?
Okay, one, she didn't say anything in a text message chat making a weird joke about somebody. So that's the difference between you two. Remember that.
Personally don't think so. The next piece of evidence they use is a DM that Cataclysm leaked of me making a joke.
And someone reached out.
Innocent to proven guilty is the predominance of evidence. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He wasn't guilty. There was just things out there and questions people had and conclusions.
Why do you have to prove his innocence?
Which is allowed. We're allowed to do that.
You have to prove his guilt.
To be like, hey, is there a reason you're still following an abuser? And many people will say this is petty, all right? Who cares about who's following who? But the reasoning they...
Okay, yeah. Sure, it's petty, but they're allowed to do that. Who cares? Who cares if it's petty? If you're following somebody, right? Okay, let me put themselves in my shoes, right? What if somebody I knew was abused, and then I found somebody who was following them who was, you know, famous for talking about things like that? Would you sit around and say nothing? Probably not. You'd probably reach out to them and go, hey, what the hell are you doing, right? So whether it's petty or not, I think it's still an okay thing to do.
Because Dankyjabos was previously I'm Alex's editor. So you can already see there's a little...
Slow the chat? Am I able to do that? I think the chat is slowed. Yeah, y'all stop asking for mod. I'll mod my members, maybe. Yeah, you've been a member for a long time here.
Dude.
There you go. I don't know how to slow chat. Yes, he did do
Wow.
that. To answer you, he did do that.
Right.
But that's besides the point. He says that he owes, you know, Alex some form of gratitude, or at least he alludes to that in a text message where he says, well, or at least Cataclysm said that he owes Alex some sense.
Yeah, it wasn't him who said it.
Well, he gave me my career, so I have to be a better person. Dude, I'm dyslexic. I can't read this fast. Me too, dude. But I'm making do. So, good luck. Okay. There is proof. Yes. Good. Good. So, he did say something. I remember that now. He did say something where he was like, yeah, Alex gave me my career. And that's important to remember. You're doubling down, really? Fuck you mean doubling down?
A bit of concern to
Seething,
have there,
seething.
Conclusions, there's some concern
He's seething.
And Dankyjabos basically responded, taking the piss out of
The fuck you mean doubling down?
the situation as if it was nothing.
Because
He's
one of
mad.
Alice's friends decided to reach out to him and ask why, if it was an accident, if he meant to unfollow him, or if he just didn't know what was going on, which was unlikely, and is still unlikely, and is very impossible now. Is there any reason you still follow and work for an abusive piece of shit? They're talking about Alex, and there's nobody else they could be talking about. I'm so sorry, mate. I'm not doing an accent. I'm not, you can't, no. I'm sorry, mate.
Yes, this started from follow policing, yes. They were going around messaging him, being like, why are you still following I'm Alex? Don't you know he's an abuser? Hello?
Orange right now. So you defend abusers. I'm Alex, and work for them. And that means they said it there. That means you can't ignore it. That means, yeah, maybe they could have meant something else. Maybe they could have meant the annoying orange. I don't know. I wasn't there. Maybe the annoying orange was an abusive prick. I wasn't part of the show. I don't know. But the response will baffle you. I would never defend or support the annoying orange. He gaslights all the fruit in the kitchen. How dare you accuse me of such a thing?
Now let's be clear here. It's very obvious that this person was not messaging me just to inquire, as Lewis states. This is a complete stranger who was getting hostile with me in my DMs off the bat, and I was honestly sick of people messaging me about my former boss, whom I have no involvement with. It's very...
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, legit, that's so real. You can't support you can't support abusers. Okay, enjoy like not having any good art ever then, because literally everything that's like vaguely entertaining or interesting, compelling, cutting edge was made by some total crazy person who was probably a complete piece of shit in every aspect of their life. So have fun leading a miserable slop life, or you watches, I was going to say Marvel movies, but not even.
So you should have just said nothing, if you ask me, right? If you're angry about people still saying stuff, you can either block or ignore, right? It's very simple. You don't have to make an entire long-winded joke about somebody's abuse. That's strange, okay? It's a very simple thing that everybody was mad at you about. Instead of ignoring her, you just said, yeah, but the annoying orange, so funny, so silly, right? I would never support that guy. He's so terrible. That's weird, okay?
Very egotistical and narcissistic to say that people have to take random adversarial DMs seriously, and that if they don't, that they're covert abusers.
Okay.
This guy is absolutely, this is the archetype male Chapel Roan fan. This is the platonic form of the male Chapel Roan fan. That is just like undeniable. The most longhouse motherfucker on the face of Earth. Okay.
Abuser. That is not what I said. I never called you a covert abuser. I said you might be friends with somebody or support somebody who is. Okay? That does not make you a covert abuser. It just makes you somebody maybe related to a situation in which you preach about on the weekly. So you hate the annoying orange? Whatever. Working on timing out the people who are spamming, that's fair. Whatever. LMAO, why is he putting it on you? I don't know. He can do whatever he wants, truly. I'm not mad at him. It's probably a very stressful situation, honestly. But he's very angry, right? He's calling people a covert abuser. That's fine. You can do that. But I don't think he's saying people are calling him a covert abuser, which is fine. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to say that people are saying that because we assumed a lot of things. But there is proof that we are not calling you a covert abuser. I constantly say that I do not think you are you deserve cancellation, which means I don't think he's a bad person. I don't think he's a terrible person. What I think is that he's misguided. And I think that he doesn't understand that he should have just said nothing instead of making a weird, long-winded joke about somebody's abuse.
People aren't actually required to take you seriously if you DM them out of the blue demanding answers despite you being a complete stranger. Now with that...
Okay, one, the same way you're allowed to make this video, calling everybody rude and gossipy for saying those things, there are also people who are also allowed to DM you randomly out of the blue and ask you questions. The same way you're allowed to make this video is the same way they're allowed to be like, hey, what the hell, why are you doing this? The difference is that you should have just ignored the situation entirely instead of making a long-winded dumb joke about it.
That being said, obviously what I should have done is ignore it, and I'll admit it was wrong of me not to. But I made
Okay, that's very good. Good job. No, that's very good. No, that was good. That's good. No. He says right there he should have ignored it, but that gets rid of everything else you said. You saying, oh, but I shouldn't be held to such a high standard in a random, random, what is it? DM, right? He shouldn't be held to such a high standard. Sure. Maybe he shouldn't have. But he says right there, he even acknowledges that he should have ignored it. So then, why?
This joke to mock the person for sending me this DM and to imply that it's any more than that is simply unfair.
How? You mocked the person. Okay. You're claiming here that you mocked the person who sent the DM. It didn't feel like that. I'm just going to say it didn't feel like that, but maybe that's what it was.
He's mocking the question. He's mocking the fact they're asking him it. He's saying, oh yeah, I'll unfollow the annoying orange right now. He's mocking how stupid the line of questioning is. It's like, wow, you're really coming off my followers. Yeah, sure, man. That's what he's doing.
How hard is it to just carry what you say in your videos into real life? And if Dankyjabos, Jesse, had done that, he would not have replied being like, I would never, follow the annoying orange. Like, you would have just been like, yeah, maybe I should take abuse seriously considering my channel and my bills are built upon talking about abuse. It's virtue signaling. It is. It is.
I made one joke about the annoying orange, and now you're trying to paint my entire channel out to be manipulative, disingenuous, and virtue signaling, and label me as a misogynist who defends and supports abuse.
Yeah, it's an easy
follow. Am I clapping as an applause? Yeah, I'm clapping as an applause. No, I agree that he was right there. He says right there that he should have ignored it, and I'm applauding him for making a good decision in saying that, and admitting his faults, that he should have ignored it. That's great. No, that's amazing. I am not the kind of person to
the joke was about annoying orange. No, they're not actually talking about annoying orange.
Somebody. That is a strange
the annoying orange part was a joke.
Imply there, people. It's a very strange
talking about I'm
to
Alex.
imply that I was being sarcastic. I thought it seemed very real that I was being kind of real towards him. I'm happy that he said that.
I'm confused on how so many of you are also confused. Alex is an abuser.
I'm happy that he said that.
Dankyjabos
okay, buddy. Okay, buddy.
For him previously and is now defending him. It's really... I fear it's not that hard.
No, I am not, and I never have defended him. A follow on Instagram and a joke about the annoying orange do not count as a defense.
Okay, sure. Maybe they don't. But it's strange that they happened with the same person, okay? Involving the same person.
So,
okay,
yeah.
I personally would not follow somebody who I know is an abusive person, or even just a weird person, okay? That's why I unfollowed him when I heard about this, because he might possibly be a strange person. I'm still not convinced he's not,
dude.
But why are you saying that these aren't proof? Sure, maybe they don't, but it's strange that they happened with the same person, okay? Involving the same person. Okay, one, I personally would not follow somebody who I know is an abusive person, or even just a weird person, okay? That's why I unfollowed him.
What? I wouldn't follow anyone who's abusive, or even weird. What a boring, sanitized, cocked, spineless reptile loser, dude. I hate these people. Their whole life is the YouTube algorithm. Their whole brain is just replaced by the YouTube algorithm and the bitching and whining of the fucking 100,000 Emily BLMs that watch them. They have no personality. Literally, they are totally happy to shave off any individuality for the sake of money. It's disgusting.
When I heard about this, because he might possibly be a strange person, I'm still not convinced he's not, but why are you saying that these aren't proof, okay? Nobody was saying that they are literally end-all be-all, you are friends with Alex. We were all just concerned that you are. That's the big thing, concern, right? I feel like we were all very concerned that he might not be very good.
Have no actual evidence of this claim because it's very obviously not true. Lewis and Katie also tried to make it seem as though I was being willfully manipulated by Alex.
This apparently made him feel as though he owed Alex something. Some gratitude.
Yes, okay.
If you ask me...
This is in reference to what Katie said, Cataclysm, where she said that maybe in a call somewhere that Dankyjabos had said, hey, I'm sorry, I just owe Alex some semblance of I'm sorry, you know, like I'm good. He was good to me. He gave me my career basically, so I owe him, right? I'm pretty sure we got a screenshot of that too. I'm pretty sure we got a screenshot of that. I'm almost 90% sure we got a screenshot of her or him saying that he
feels like
he owes Alex something. So that right there would willingly be working under a manipulative asshole.
No, him saying he feels like he owes Alex something isn't working under Alex. What?
That sounds like you're willingly let somebody manipulate you, but that might just be me.
A lot of people worked alongside Alex. Alex knew what he was doing to an extent. You have to give him that. People wanted...
Oh, Alex absolutely knew what he was doing. That is proof now.
Alex's help, and from what I've heard, Alex did help a lot of people, and people felt obliged to stick by him. And I do think this is definitely a form of manipulation, and I don't necessarily blame every single person who feels iffy about saying anything about Alex because they've helped him. But standing by somebody who has been outed as an abuser or who you know is an abuser just because Alex has done, for example, a little bit for you and helped your career, you're a scumbag. You're an enabler, and you...
Right. Yeah.
Don't genuinely believe in what you're talking about. A little example I have here
I also agree
I
with
received
that.
a screenshot from Alice, which was...
Ignore stupid people's comments. They're not stupid, they're concerned, okay? I'm not gonna ignore stupid people's comments. Just because you're on the side of Dankyjabos and you think you should then be angry at me, those two things are not... You don't have to do both of those things, just reminding you. Just because you're on the side of Dankyjabos...
Please don't be mad at me, guys.
I hate you or I'm mad at you in any way.
We're mad, we're angry. We're coming for you.
There's no side to be on anyways. You should be on your own side. That's the side to be on. The side of worrying whether or not somebody here was trying to be malicious. That's the worry.
One of Alice's friends in contact with a content creator called Dankyjabos.
I wasn't being exploited. I was working a job and being paid for my work.
Okay, nobody's talking about that, by the way, Jesse. Nobody's saying you working that job mean you were willingly exploited. That is a complete... You're drawing a blank there. No. That's not what happened. Nobody's saying you working that job meant you were willingly... never mind.
And it was in an industry that I've always wanted to be a part of, so I was grateful for the opportunity. I edited his YouTube videos, and he paid me. I was an employee. That was all that was happening. To try and paint it out as though there was something inherently corrupt going on here is just strange and inaccurate.
That is not what we did. I'm pretty damn sure that is not what we did at all. We did not say, oh, you were working for him because you knew he was an abuser. No, dude. If somebody else said that, I'm sorry, but that's not what I was saying, okay? I was not saying you were willingly working for an abuser. No, what I'm saying is that after the fact, you were willingly defending, in a way, an abuser. You know, making the joke when you could just say nothing is so strange.
Worked for him remotely, we never even met personally, he paid me, and we barely spoke. There was really nothing...
I did say that?
I'm not sure why the chat
No, what
died.
I said was, he is probably willingly being in cahoots with... What did I say? He put it in the video here.
That I've always wanted to be a part of, so I was grateful for the opportunity. I edited his YouTube defense. You have no actual evidence of this claim because it's...
This apparently made him feel as though he owed...
Oh, the VOD's gone! Thankfully, I have a copy. Thankfully, I have an archive. Okay. Fortunately, I have a full archive. How much do I want to do, though? How much do I actually want to do with this? Do I want to save it for tomorrow? We'll do a bit more. We'll do a little bit more. We won't finish it tonight, but we'll do a little bit more. Now, how do I... Okay, we're like 40 minutes in, right? I don't...
Accident. Because if I would have duplicated anything, I need to...
Like around here.
You don't get it. You don't get it. And that's okay. You cannot get it. That's okay. You're on my side. You don't need to be on my side. Be on your side. Be on the side of trying to learn what's going on. There is no sides here. Okay? There's no
I did
side
get
to
it
pick.
in, I did do it in 480p though, because I didn't want to interrupt my stream with the download. so it is in kind of whack quality.
Okay? People are forgetting the nuance of the English language. Sure, maybe people are. But I'm not saying that he's not allowed to make this content. I'm saying that making this content and then mocking abuse behind people's backs, he's fucking weird. And I'm also, watch this, 1 second.
Is about an abusive relationship, and to show that video twice in the same screenshot to make it look more like I cover them exclusively is so blatantly manipulative and hypocritical when you're calling me out for being a manipulative hypocrite.
Okay, 1 second. Again, sorry I did that by accident. But again, there are so many more in there that I did not duplicate that are literal examples of what you did. What I'm saying you do. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's a real question. What are you talking about?
42 commentary videos that I have made thus far, only 3 of them are about abusive relationships. So
I didn't say relationship.
Yeah, I agree with them on this. I agree with them on this. It's a bullshit point. This Dankyjabos point is bullshit. I agree with Lewis McClung here. Most of his stuff is about abuse and allegations, you know, fucking sexual assault, all this stuff. It's a cope to pretend that, oh, well, I've only made 3 videos about abusive relationships. Shut up, man.
I said abusive women or abused women. Abuse is not relegated to a relationship. That's domestic abuse. If I said domestic abuse, he'd be correct. But I did not say that. I did not say that. This is when I was watching this and I decided I need to make a stream about this. I need to get on here. I did multiply it. Like I said, it doesn't matter. That's one example. This is one example that I accidentally duplicated. But then bang, 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 bang. So it doesn't really matter if you ask me.
Then you have to understand that abusive people are not those to coddle. They're not those to, you know, hold dear. They're people to, sure, talk with and understand, but not to forgive, not to work with and take advice from. Because according to him, and in certain situations, he might still be taking tutelage from I'm Alex, which is a big issue.
What do you mean, according to me? When have I ever said anything that might even slightly suggest that I've been receiving
Like I'm saying, I've said many times, you said that you feel as though you owe Alex something, or at least that he gave you your career. That is what kind of points in the direction. That.
tutelage from him? The answer is never, which is why neither Lewis nor Cataclysm ever give any examples, because it's not true.
I'm pretty sure.
I need to make it so
she
incredibly clear. I have not spoken to this man since my last payment from him, which in and of itself was a completely standard business conversation.
And if that is true, that is good. That is great. No, that's a great thing if that's true. And
okay, but you just did like a whole video going after him
for the work I have done on his channel.
Okay.
I think the duplication was an editing choice that shows the video above and below the middle video. It actually was an accident. I think I duplicated it by pure accident. Because if I would have duplicated anything, it would have been the swath of other videos that were in that screenshot.
Genuinely have no idea what the two of them could be referring to here. He even says that me and Alex must be in contact because we have the same editing style.
Right?
Sure, that's probably...
thumbnail design. They have the same content design. They do the same editing technique.
That would be...
This is a good point he makes here.
Well, the whole similar content style, I mean, that's how all these types of communities work in general. Like, there's usually a community,
I don't get it. I don't know.
and then everybody
it's not even
copies the same style.
Similar. It's almost the same.
Maybe it's because I was his fucking editor.
And that's a good point. So the reason, did you make his thumbnails too? Because then it would make sense that people are now kind of just copying his frankly very good thumbnail design that gets a lot of people to watch his videos. Don't delete this VOD. I'm not going to delete it. This is my real opinion. This is my real opinion. No, and if you already edited that, like, who made the thumbnails? Then
brilliant.
He's pretty good at making thumbnails. So good that people are now matching his flow. I
say that again.
Leak things all the time. If there's nothing to leak, there's nothing to worry about.
Let's say that again.
I don't personally think I've ever deleted messages with anybody I've had a conversation with, because if people screenshot it and show it, I don't care. If there's nothing to leak, there's nothing to worry about, then there's no reason to delete messages. To say here, well, people leak things all the time. If there's nothing to leak, there's nothing to leak. Just because they're messages doesn't make it a leak. That means people are showing private text messages. That's not a leak.
Say it again.
If there's something to show, then it's a leak. Then it's weird.
Facebook, Twitter,
Would I make an edited
Instagram.
version of this live stream? I don't know how to do that, but maybe. Chat is slowly healing. Hell yeah. And don't delete messages, mods, of people disagreeing with me. I do not want that. I want to hear from people who disagree with me, or even both of us. Okay? I want to make that very clear. Do not delete messages of people who disagree with me. It's a leak. It is a leak. In this case, it is a leak. What I'm saying is it's not a leak if there's nothing bad to show. People want privacy? Sure, people may want privacy. But him saying, I'm going to delete these messages is weird to me because if there's nothing to show that is weird, then there's no reason to delete the messages, in my opinion. Just my opinion. Take it from an actual law student. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Oh my God. What I'm saying is that there's nothing to leak if there's nothing weird said, if there's nothing important said, if there's nothing wrong said, there's nothing to leak of substance, at least. There is nothing happening that needs to be leaked. But because he said things that were strange and needed to be talked about, it is then a leak. And then he didn't want that to happen because there were strange things that were said. That's my point.
Not a malicious move, else I would...
It's still private, though? It is still private. I'm not saying that, okay? I'm not saying that isn't a problem or something. I don't know. That's not between me and him, though. So I'm not going to talk on that. What I'm saying is that mods are doing awesome. Yes, mods are doing awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for your dedication and hard work. I appreciate you dearly and deeply. I don't think that you shouldn't delete messages if there's nothing that, if it was shown, would make you feel weird or bad, or make others feel weird or bad, okay?
Wouldn't have warned Cataclysm that I was about to delete.
Weird is not a crime, your opinion. I'm not saying weird is a crime. I'm saying that it's strange what he said.
Obviously that didn't work, as Katie was screenshotting the conversation in real time, because the purpose of this all, from the beginning...
Timing out people criticizing what he's saying is weird? Absolutely. Do not time out people criticizing me.
God damn it, man. This guy is so painful to listen to. How do
I don't like that. I don't know if they are.
Speed.
Thing was to
I can't. 1.25. Oh my God.
Fiction to make it seem as though that I am involved in something that I have no part in, to the point where they are fabricating that I was flirting with Cataclysm and may have known Alice when we never interacted.
Okay. Okay. Fabricating again implies intent. I was not fabricating things. I was saying what was true and what my opinion on the situation was. Okay? Everything that might be fabricated was just my opinion and me drawing points together. Okay? It was all assumption. It wasn't something that I wanted to be true. It was something that could be true. Okay? And could paint you as a bad person if true. It's that simple. You saying that we're trying to paint a picture that you are flirting with Cataclysm and that you knew Alice. No. In those specific situations, I said allegedly, maybe, perhaps, you might have been. Because I don't know. Because I don't know. It's that simple. Again, I did not mean to make him uncomfortable or say anything inappropriate, though. I do genuinely feel bad about that. I do not want to make him uncomfortable by saying things about, like, whatever. You know, like him being flirty or whatever. No. Guys, he deleted messages was co-common to get leaked.
I don't think he fabricated anything. He didn't fabricate anything. That's true. I don't think he did.
Harassed.
I don't think that's a fair
I don't think anybody's harassing him. I think we are all making videos, and he's calling it harassment to make people feel bad for him. When, in reality, people should feel bad for him for things like what I did by accidentally making him uncomfortable. That's something to feel bad for, okay? People saying he said this in private and it's a little weird isn't harassment. It's people worrying about him, a creator, who is not just a normal guy. He's a creator. He is somebody who makes content that a lot of people see.
And why does it matter?
That is the difference between him and a random guy. He's not a random guy. That's the thing. All power to him. He's not a random guy. He's a dude with a platform who talks about things. A lot of people do not make, okay? They will not remember that, oh yeah, he's a creator. That means that people need to talk about things he might do that are weird. It's that simple. It's definitely a little harsh. I am a very harsh person. I'm very harsh, okay? I will take that criticism. I don't even think it's criticism. I think it's okay to be harsh in situations like this because he did make a response. Though it is a little condescending, which I do all the time, so it's fine. And it is a little, like you're contorting my words and saying things that I didn't say, which is weird, and I don't like that. But it's okay to do. He can do that if he wants to. I'm just pointing it out here.
But there are a bunch of clips.
Take a break so you don't hurt your head. I do this for a living. I'll be fine.
From his actual lip.
You literally made him feel the need to say personal information about his relationship and sexuality. He did not say anything about his sexuality, and I did not mean to do that, and I apologize for it.
Doesn't he claim to be asexual at some point in this?
Videos new that he says just some fucking weird things in. Like this one from Madagascar 2,
oh, I think.
Sorry, I never saw that one. I just watched 1 and 3 because those movies are infinitely better.
Speaking of whoring out, Gloria from Madagascar is an annoying whore, whose lines consist only of men and ogling men and having sex with men.
Lewis, it's not Lewis's fault others are harassing him. Nobody's harassing me. Everybody just has different opinions, and that's fine.
Well, no, they're saying harassing Dankyjabos. Okay, that's just painful.
Oh my God, you can't just suppress your hate for women for 1 second? You can't do that. Hold on.
Hold on, wait.
Flirting with Cataclysm and may have known.
1 and 3 because those movies are infinitely better.
Speaking of whoring out, Gloria from Madagascar is an annoying whore whose lines consist only of men and ogling men and having sex with men.
Oh my God, you can't just suppress your hate for women for 1 second? You can't do that. Hold on. So let me get this straight. Being a woman and then thinking about only men, let's say there is somebody who does that, makes you a whore? Huh? Who made that decision? Hey, who made that rule? Hey, who made that rule? Who made that, like, a normal thing that we all agree with? Oh, that's right, nobody did. That's just a weird fucking thing to say.
Not only did I not say that at all, but to claim that I hate women because of something I said jokingly about a cartoon hippo 3 years ago is ridiculous.
Or maybe this one about Lola Bunny. Just hold on. Just wait till the end of the clip. Just wait. Just
I can't believe he bitched out on this, man. I can't believe Dankyjabos lets down on this, man. It's so fucked up, dude. Why not just stand on it? Why not just stand? Just say, yeah, Lola Bunny was hot in the first Space Jam. It's fucked up they changed it. It dropped the asexual bullshit, man.
Annoying whore whose lines consist only of men and ogling men and having sex with men.
Oh my God, you can't just suppress your hate for women for 1 second? You can't do that. Hold on. So let me get this straight. Being a woman and then thinking about only men, let's say there is somebody who does that, makes you a whore? Huh? Who made that decision? Hey, who made that rule? Hey, who made that rule? Who made that, like, a normal thing that we all agree with? Oh, that's right, nobody did. That's just a weird fucking thing to say.
Not only did I not say that at all, but to claim that I hate women because of something I said jokingly about a cartoon hippo 3 years ago is ridiculous.
Or maybe this one about Lola Bunny. Just hold on. Just wait till the end of the clip. Just wait. Just give it a second.
Her design is interesting to look at and it's animated very impressively in the original Space Jam, especially for the time. And whilst her character
I agree. Very interesting to look at. I agree.
At least she had a character. In the god-awful sequel, she looks like shit. And I'm not talking about her tits being smaller. I mean, her design as a whole is horrendously ugly and boring to look at.
Her what? Oh.
Yeah, frankly, I can't look away.
This is all performative what I'm doing here. Just remember that.
Why must you feel as though you have to make these remarks?
This comment was made in response to the weird online discourse that they had nerfed Lola Bunny in Space Jam 2. I was talking about how my criticism of the character went beyond stupid shit like her just being nerfed. Once again, though, for somebody who talks about nuance, it's incredibly ironic that your evidence for me being a virtue signaler who hates women is something I said about...
I don't think you hate women. Again, I don't think he hates women. I just think he unknowingly can be sexist sometimes, especially with remarks he makes in videos.
A cartoon rabbit 3 years ago. And I'm not talking about her tits being smaller.
Her what?
I said the word tits in an old video. Can we be fucking adults here? Like, what are we actually doing?
What? Adults! You want to be an adult. Okay, so stop putting words in my mouth. That's a very childish thing to do, okay? I'm not putting words in your mouth, I'm assuming. I remember that. I don't think that making a video saying that I said things that I didn't is strange. All I talk about here is what you said in text messages. You literally said those things. Okay?
Wait, said what?
I don't think...
Doing.
Adults! You want to be...
Years ago. And I'm not talking about her tits being smaller.
Her what?
I said the word tits in an old video. Can we be fucking adults here? Like, what are we actually doing?
What? Adults! You want to be an adult. Okay, so stop putting words in my mouth. That's a very childish thing to do, okay?
Dude, this guy's seething. This guy's mad.
I remember that. I don't think that making a video saying that I said things that I didn't is strange. All I talk about here is what you said in text messages. You literally said those things. Okay? Ugh.
Ugh. Ugh. Why aren't you just rolling over and taking it? Why aren't you just rolling over and fucking dying? Ugh.
I don't think he hates women. At least not anymore. I think he was unknowingly sexist a couple times. Actually, a lot of times. Especially in that Gloria clip, which he didn't say much about. And apparently these videos, I learned after I posted my video that those videos are still out and still up, still out, and they were 3 years old. And I apologize for, in my video, I rewatched it before filming here. I apologize for saying that they were deleted, which they're not. I misrepresented that information. They were not actually deleted. They're still up, which is weird.
Wow.
Because that Gloria line, maybe the Lola Bunny one isn't that bad, but the Gloria one is strange to me. It's actually...
The Lola Bunny one isn't bad. There's nothing wrong with the Lola Bunny one. The problem with it is that he didn't go further.
fucked up. I don't like it. So, you said he hated women? I don't think so, but maybe I did. I think I said that he was, what was it? Supporting an abuser. That was an assumption that a lot of people had about it. All right, guys, slow down. How do I do slow chat? I do not know.
Stressing. It's getting to him.
I don't think I can from here. I think I have to do it here. 1 second. Let me go back to my video and see if I said he hated women. Because
Fact check time.
I don't know if I said that.
Let's debunk. Live debunking.
Maybe they could have meant something.
Hold on.
Actually, I just called you a misogynist who defends abusers. I didn't say you hate women at all. What do you think of that?
Alright, hold on. Let's see if I said he hated women.
Against Dankyjabos, aka Jesse, go as follows: lying to your audience, using hateful, derogatory speech towards women, silencing those who are against you, and lying to and manipulating your audience. Those who.
Okay, no, I didn't say that he hates women. I did not say that. Sorry. I hate when people put words in my mouth.
Actually, I didn't technically say you hate women. Actually, I just said you're a sexist who defends abusers and uses hateful, derogatory language towards women. Actually, I'm just checking his transcript. Yeah, no, he doesn't say he hates women specifically.
He was a woman hater. No, I said he said derogatory and hateful speech towards women. That was an accusation against him. Oh, in the hippo clip. Oh, he can't suppress his hatred for women for 1 second. There we go. I did say it. But I don't...
He can't suppress his hatred for women for 1 second. Okay, dude. Okay.
think he's a woman hater, so I'm clearing that up now. I don't think he hates women. I think he might not be able to
Unlucky, you're owned.
His underlying misogyny.
Welcome to the raped.
Again, let's see exactly what I said.
Oh,
ogling
no.
men and having sex with men.
That's exactly what I said.
God, you can't just suppress your hate for women for 1 second?
Can't suppress your hate for women for 1 second. Yeah, I guess I don't think he hates women. I'm saying that right now. I don't think he hates women.
Okay. Thank you for backtracking. Thank you, Lewis McClung. Thank you. We're proud. We're so proud.
Am I being stupid on purpose? No, I literally just forgot that I said this. Purpose implies intent.
That was a rhetorical flourish.
Keep playing it. Yikes. No. I don't think he hates women. I think that he might have internalized misogyny. Do you guys know what that is? You guys know what internalized misogyny? So, I'm not going to explain it to you. Mansplain it. Because you guys know. I'm sweating. Oh. Dry. No, I, do not think he hates women. Clarifying that now. Do not think he hates women. I feel like he was just making a sarcastic clip. He didn't say that.
Dankyjabos is a serial perpetrator of microaggressions. Okay, guys?
Yeah, I don't think he could. I don't think he did. I don't know why he said that. Such a weird...
Wait, so now he's doubling... So he backtracked hating women, and now he's doubling down on hating women. I can't even get a grasp what's going on here. We're all over the place.
Thing to say. Such an absurd thing to say. I don't think... and this is why
I think in lefty theory, men and women can have internalized misogyny, right? I think. I don't think it's exclusively women. I think it's just people will say it about women to say, like, oh yeah, you don't see it, you've got it. Other people don't see it, you've got it. But it's like, it's happening internally. You know? I think. I'm not sure.
Going live is so that if I mess up, it's right there. You guys will know I messed up. But can we not be disrespectful? I agree. Yes, can we not be disrespectful? I really appreciate it, especially towards Jabot. If you want to be disrespectful towards me, I don't really. Rip Lewis's channel.
I'd be subconscious bigotry or something, maybe.
Apologize to him. I did already many times. The VOD's up, or the VOD will be up if you want to see it. So let's continue watching though. Sorry, I'm not trying to go away from the point that I said something wrong. That's not good, bro. He said
what
it was a joke.
is internalized
I don't care if it was a joke.
misogyny?
It's a weird fucking thing to say. You know what? He might hate women. I don't think he does though.
Oh no, it is just women. Okay. Google AI result says internalized misogyny is when women and girls subconsciously believe and project sexist ideas about themselves and other women.
Yes, apologizes for this. I did. I literally just said, I don't think he actually hates women. He has made stupid jokes just like you've made stupid jokes. Yeah, but I don't say that women are W words because they think about men. I don't think I've ever said anything along those lines. It's a fucking crazy thing to say. You also have weird jokes, though? Yeah, no, not like this. I do not like this. Take accountability for real? I have many times in this video already. Just say sorry, bro. Already have. But thank you. That's not being sorry, though. How do you guys know? You are so bad at this. Yeah, I've never live streamed something like this before, so it makes sense that I'd be bad at this. It was 3 years ago? Yeah, it was 3 years ago, which is important. Important information. It was 3 years ago. Right here.
You know what he said?
Mannerisms, he's so sassy. To all the girls watching this who like sassy men, if this doesn't get your beef curtains in a twist, then I don't know what will.
So I've been informed that that phrase is a derogatory one rooted in racism and misogyny.
This was a point that was also made by Cataclysm in her stream about me.
When people insult women by saying their genitals look like roast beef, you're basically saying that the colour of their genitals isn't the colour that it is in porn. It hasn't been bleached, which is insulting to so many women
hippo.
because
Yeah, that makes
the
it okay,
only
right?
women that are likely to have that.
Can people stop saying it's okay to make a misogynistic joke? Just because it's a joke doesn't make it okay. I mean, sometimes it makes it okay. I just think I wasn't pointing it out as like a, this makes him, like, this proves that he's just a terrible guy. No, what I was pointing it out as is it's like, you know, it's kind of a weird fucking thing to say. You know, it might mean that you might have some suppressed hatred for women. Might mean that, you know?
Colour vagina are most likely going to be women of colour. It just doesn't really make any sense. The only women that aren't going to have pigment on their are white women.
With all due respect, I was raised in Egypt and now live in Scotland. Having spent my whole life as a man of colour, I do not need Lewis McClung and Cataclysm to explain what racism is to me. What you
was not doing that. Apologize if that's how it came off of. I'm not.
I apologize if that's how I came off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize if that's how I came off.
Is that people, the public, was pointing out that this was a strange thing to say, seeing as where it comes from, what it means, what a lot of women.
Man of color, Egyptian, lol. Deep.
Say online about this. They were saying that, ooh, that's not a good thing to say. It means that you might have this perception of women from adult media. And that is it's a strange thing to say. But like I said at the beginning of this stream, I don't think he had intent when saying that of being misogynistic. I don't think he did. I think what he was saying was weird and it could imply some sort of like built-in misogyny. That's what I was saying. And I think still that point might stand because he's bringing it up as if I was trying to lecture racism to him. It's not at all what I was trying to do, and I apologize if that's what it came off of.
Okay.
That's not at all what I would never try to do that to somebody. That would be so...
I would never do that.
Weird,
I would
dude.
never try to
Oh
explain
my God.
racism.
No, I was explaining that a
or man
term
of
could
color.
be racist.
I'm sorry.
Because that's what women
I'm so sorry.
online were telling me. Specifically, Cataclysm, and a lot of other people looked it up on Twitter. A lot of people said that. Would never try to lecture racism to a person of color. That'd be so crazy. It'd be a piece of shit thing to do.
Wow.
Would never do that. Literally, how is it racist? The term? You can just look it up on, what is it? There's a website you can look up words on that show you the history of them. There's multiple of them, so it doesn't matter. And this one specifically, I'm not going to say it, has a built-in history of being created to shame women for having different body parts than other women who looked better, in heavy quotations. And that's where it comes from. And then it started devolving into being a racist term in some cases. Not in a lot, and in this case, I don't think he was being racist. I think he was just being unknowing of what he was saying was a strange thing to say. Apparently, in Britain, it's a very popular thing to say. Maybe in Scotland, it's also a very popular thing to say. So it might be just a normal thing to say over there. I don't know. But apparently, it's just not good. It's a British term. Yeah, exactly, like I just said. It might be a British term, but that doesn't make it okay, in my opinion. And now that he knows, he should probably apologize for saying it, maybe?
Are you trying to dictate other people's cultures? Hello? You're saying that someone's culture is worse than yours? Hello? Hello? That's not very progressive, is it? Colonist.
I don't know.
Both done here is take very obvious jokes out of context and you're deliberately spinning them in bad faith, even going so far as to allege that I'm a racist and that I hate women.
I
did not say you were racist. I said it was a racist term. Do not put words in my mouth, buddy. I do not appreciate it.
Again, none of you know anything about me, and I have no idea why you thought this would be remotely appropriate.
But it is just...
Well, It's because it's online, and we wanted to talk about something you said. That's why it's appropriate. You know, just because it's about adult parts. Oh no! It's about adult things that makes it inappropriate. No, never in your life. Don't act like you don't talk about sexual harassment on your channel all the time. Literally all the time. Mods are deleting valid criticism. Don't do that. Do not do that. And don't spam. You're gonna get silenced if you spam. But do not delete valid criticism. Definitely stop spamming. You will get your you will be silenced.
Don't make Captain Gaybeard mad.
Criticism. I appreciate
Captain
criticism.
Gaybeard.
I appreciate it a lot, actually, for all of you out there who are giving me criticism. I like hearing it. Why is this white man and woman talking down to a black man? I'm not talking down to him. I'm actually talking to him on a very even playing field of he said some weird whack-ass shit online. I don't think... mentioning his race is a very strange thing to do, actually. I don't actually think that is a... It's a very... I didn't mention it one time in my video. Not once, because...
He does sound like Ben Shapiro. That's true. That's true.
So, okay.
You know what else he sounds like? You know what else he sounds like? He sounds like Wake the Beast's corny white guy voice. He sounds like...
I talk about him deleting stuff while my mods are deleting stuff. I'm telling them not to. There's not much I can do about it. I'm telling them right now not to delete stuff. Oh my god. You guys are... Again, there's no side to take here. You said beef curtains was racist. Yeah, and like I said in the video, it's a term that is racist. It's rooted in racism. Just because you say it doesn't make you racist. Unless you're saying it in a derogatory way, then it can be. Very.
I wish Kuihman spit bars like Wake the Beast does. One day I will skinwalk Mr. Girl.
Okay. If anybody's being
fully.
like,
we'll do a blackface album.
Definitely delete that.
I just do my black scent.
We are not deleting valid criticism.
Like an entire
I appreciate
like,
that.
EP.
3, 2, 1.
It's just giving misogyny. Women already have so much pressure on them to have their bodies, you know, live up to the societies of corn.
How much do you have to pay?
And the beauty standard is insane.
For an EP?
When people insult women by saying their genitals look like roast beef.
Was I insulting women by saying that their genitals look like roast beef, or was I ultimately just making a quip that meant nothing? The two even go as far...
Those two things can be very true. Those two things can be true. You can make a quip.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I've done it many times.
As to assert that I have a pornography addiction.
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
It's giving porn addict, because a lot of society...
Cataclysm's kind of based for this. She's kind of based for this. She's kind of it. Can we give her this one?
On women now is insane. Like the way you're like meant to look is really based off of pornography, and when you refer to women's genitals like that, it's usually an attempt to insult women.
But the only way you would hear this phrase is apparently through pornography or adult media or anything sexualizing women.
Every time it triggers me. Every time it upsets me hearing the Scott Pilgrim sound effect. It's not my culture, is not your costume.
I haven't actually heard that terminology ever. Okay, I have never heard those words used to describe female genitalia, and apparently that was the point. What? Dude, you can't... You are indirectly and directly showing us the kind of person you are.
Again, like I said, it's used to insult women and insult the appearance of women's genitals in comparison to corn.
You said what?
Like, tell me you've got a problem without telling me.
How on earth could you possibly know this? All I did was use the term beef curtains. I don't understand how it's been spun.
You didn't just use that term. And again, you still saying it is strange because people are telling you that it's not okay. So you still saying it in the video is so weird to me. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but people are going to criticize you for it. Sorry, that's how it works.
Wait, because he said the term beef... Like, it's the N-word? Like, you just can't say... It's like the N-word. You just can't say it. You just can't say beef curtains, even when you're talking about the term beef curtains. You have to say the BC phrase. The BC phrase. Yes, I used the BC phrase in a video 3 years ago. I understand it wasn't right. What the fuck?
I don't think that you understand that you didn't just say this. You also said that a woman cannot be sexy if she's a mom.
He goes over that, dummy.
What he said in a video directly after I posted my original video. So,
dude, fucking hell.
The corn addiction? Yeah, sure. Those could be reaching. I didn't... What I said, because he cut it there. He cut it out of the video and put it in there. I don't care. He's allowed to do that. But what I was saying is that he's showing the kind of person he is through saying all of these different things, not showing that he is a corn addict. That is not what I'm doing. Shaming corn addiction? No, if you watch my newest video, I do not shame people with that. 3, 2, 1.
To this level. To be completely honest with you all, this is not something I've ever wanted to talk about on my channel, as I've already mentioned that I like to keep my private life private, but I am literally asexual. So the claims that I'm flirting—
Hell yeah, represent.
—with Cataclysm, that I have a pornography addiction—
Hold on. You can have a pornography addiction and still be asexual. Those two—
What? How? How? No, like, actually, how? Asexual means you experience no sexual interest, right? You don't experience sexual attraction. So how, what are you, why are you looking at porn? Well, first of all, why are you looking at porn in the first place? Second of all, what dopamine are you getting from looking at porn that you could possibly get, like, a reward from, that you could get like an addiction to? Like, it doesn't make any sense, does it? It just doesn't make any sense. One of them would have to be untrue, surely. Please, if someone's got, I'm usually good with I'm usually, you know, I'm a lefty. Well, not even like a lefty, like a lib with like, you know, progressive sentiments deep down. You know me, guys. I'll always defend weird shit like Trilk or whatever. If there's an argument to be made. If there's actually an argument to be made. But how are you asexual and addicted to porn? But demisexual is different to asexual, isn't it? Is demisexual a form of asexual? How would that make any... That's not asexual. Asexual is a spectrum. What? You're asexual... Okay. Then he's just... I don't understand how that would work. How are you asexual, but you experience some sexual attraction? I don't get that. If you would just have a low sex drive. If you're on the asexual spectrum, but you still experience sexual attraction and sexual arousal, you would just have a low sex drive. You would still be like bisexual, heterosexual, or homosexual, but you would just have a low sex drive. Asexual means it's a lack of. It's not there. That's the point.
Those two things are not separate. You can. But I am not saying that he has one. I would never say that. That's a weird thing to say.
That I must engage in incel groups, or whatever Lewis meant by this comment.
Or a mindset, or being in these spheres online, or having possibly in the past been in these spheres. It adds to this idea that he might have or still be in the mindset of somebody who is misogynistic, whether it's on purpose or not.
Is all so insulting and untrue. All of these
I wasn't talking about spheres. I was talking about incel spheres. I don't know what he's trying to infer there, but no, I was talking about incel spheres. So I forced him out of the closet. I did not mean
This is for sure an online woman lie. What? That he's asexual? Yeah, I don't believe that he's asexual for a fucking second. Unless you mean something else here. But dude,
they're
this
not
keeps
separate.
breaking.
You can. But I am not saying that he has one. I would never say that. That's a weird thing to say.
That I must engage in incel groups, or whatever Lewis meant by this comment.
Or a mindset, or being in these spheres online, or having possibly in the past been in these spheres. It adds to...
Stillman is as asexual as meaning you don't like having sexual relationships with real people. But how would that... But then I feel like that wouldn't make any sense for Dankyjabos because he's got a girlfriend. It doesn't make any sense. Asexuality is cope. Okay, let's just fucking say it. Let's just say it. Asexuality is total cope. You're either fucked up and traumatized or you're lying. It's one of the two. Let's just say it. Let's say what we're all thinking. It doesn't exist. Also, frankly, porn addiction doesn't really exist. Behavioral addictions aren't real addictions. They're just like compulsive behaviors that you learn and you can break with a short period. You don't experience like withdrawals. Okay? So let's stop all the behavioral addiction bullshit. Okay? Let's stop that. And 99% of the people that either say they have a porn addiction or people accused of having porn addictions would not come anywhere near close to being qualified as having a behavioral addiction. They just mean, oh, you watch porn and you have weird ideas about sex. That's all it means. That's all people mean by porn addiction is watch porn and have weird ideas about sex or struggle with sex somehow. That's all people mean when they say porn addiction.
This idea that he might have or still be in the mindset of somebody who is misogynistic, whether it's on purpose or not.
Is all so insulting and untrue. All of these...
I wasn't talking about spheres. I was talking about incel spheres. I don't know what he's trying to infer there, but no, I was talking about incel spheres. So I forced him out of the closet. I did not mean to. That was not my goal.
Videos are based on tearing me down based on nothing but pure assumptions.
And is it pink reference while talking about Smart Schoolboy 9 is a choice when for most women it's only pink pre-puberty, most certainly a choice? Exactly.
Not only did I never even say anything about anything being pink, but Katie is now just insinuating that I was somehow referencing anything to do with pedophilia or underage girls, which is incredibly...
Saying represent is kind of weird. I'm asexual. He's representing. Good for him. How is that weird?
Insulting, obviously
incorrect. You can have a girlfriend and be asexual. You can have an addiction and be asexual. Yes, all of these things are true.
And seriously damaging. And what's worse is that in Lewis's video where I'm criticized for being a misogynist who hates women for 3 meaningless jokes...
That was not my goal, and yet you still kind of did. Maybe. I don't think so, but...
Yeah, stuff like the Pokemon editor thing, that sounds more like a porn addiction, where it's actually directly fucking up your life, where you start fucking up your job and shit because of it. That's like when some behavior can get classified as an addiction, if you even want to... Yeah, again, it's like super contentious even in psychology as to whether behavioral addictions should be called addictions or not. But I think they do because it just makes it easier for treatment and sells it to insurance companies, basically. But it's just, yeah, I think claiming porn addiction when someone's just like, they just don't talk about women very nicely and watch porn is just like so dumb. It's so dumb.
2 of which were 3 years ago. Lewis makes this joke.
That sounds like you're willingly let somebody manipulate you, but that might just be me. Oh, you gave me my career, but you're going to exploit me for something because of it? Yes, because you owe me. Every woman in Hollywood ever.
So me saying the word tits 3 years ago means that I hate women, but you're allowed to make a joke about all women in Hollywood allowing themselves to be...
Hold on. Now that's fucked up to say. No, I was not making a joke about women allowing it.
No, guys, he's not a trans man, okay? Born male.
Saying that men in Hollywood exploit women. Simple joke. And they do. Oh my god, the exploitation of women in Hollywood is...
But you said that they would let it happen. They were saying they were allowing themselves to be manipulated.
What's her name? This isn't necessarily Hollywood, but, oh god, what's her name? I'm dyslexic, I'm bad with names. Hold on. Let me look her up. You don't need an example. Britney Spears, for instance, exploited woman in industries, and it's so weird.
In industries, not Hollywood, because it was the music industry.
That women in Hollywood let men exploit them. Oh my god, when in the fucking world would I have said that?
Let's see the joke.
When in the world would I
Play the clip.
I did not say that.
Roll the clip.
I made an entirely separate joke.
Jamie,
why?
pull that shit up.
Somebody manipulate you, but that might just be me.
Right? So that's the point. And then I make a skit.
Career, but you're going to exploit me for something because of it? Yeah.
Yeah, you gave me my career, so you're going to exploit me? Yes, I am.
Because you owe me. Every woman in Hollywood.
And that's every woman's life in Hollywood. And that's a terrible thing. It's a completely separate thing from this video.
Dude, he fucked up the word. He fucked it up. You fucked it up, buddy. You fucked it up. You made an offensive joke because you're not funny enough to make a good one. So you were just relying on being like, hey, isn't everything tough for the most longhouse motherfucker in the world? Being like, oh, this would be great. I'll just put in a joke here about how terrible everything is for women, about how men are always desperately trying to rape them at every turn, and they'll love it. My audience will love it. It's such an easy thing to say. It's such an easy thing to say at any time. This will go down great. But he didn't think about it enough, didn't realize what he said 5 seconds before. And now they're turning on him. Now they're eating him like piranhas. The way it should be.
Yeah. Mods, you're doing well. They are doing so well. Thank you so much. You're insinuating if not said it? No, I'm not. If I didn't say it, I didn't mean it. This kid was born after Britney Spears retired. No, it wasn't. I'm just plain wrong. I think a lot, actually, almost every woman in Hollywood was probably exploited at one time. That's just it's a theory, but I think it's probably true. Stop having parasocial relationship with YouTubers? Yeah, pretty much. You and know the mods are terrible? Rude.
I mean, I definitely said he would get rude by his community one day,
You watched something get deleted in front of your eyes. Was it rude?
I don't know if anyone else did. Probably did. It's a pretty clear take.
Lewis are removing valid criticism. I am not.
That's how it goes when you build your whole channel on being like perfect, unthreatening. I promise I'll never rape you, eunuch, Ken doll, sanitized reptile guy. That's just how it goes. One day, You step out of line, you fuck up slightly, and they eat you. That's why you need to be a based. That's why you need to be an open. Just say, I am a. I love. I'm a. And then you can never lose anything.
Who I do not know, and I hope that they are doing a good job. All right. Lewis, I hope you're good after the stream. This chat is stressful. No, I appreciate everybody giving me criticism. I am very much chilling right now. I do not mind people being maybe a little rude. It doesn't bother me. I don't really mind at all. It's not a problem with me. If you are disgruntled, that's your right.
That I hate women, but you're allowed to make a joke about all women in Hollywood allowing themselves to be willfully manipulated.
That is not the joke I made. The joke I made was not even a joke. It was a joke because of the makeup. No, the joke isn't even a joke. It's that men exploit women in Hollywood. Whoa!
More misogynistic and offensive thing to say than anything that the two of you ever accused me of.
No,
but
it's
I'm
not.
not going to do what you did and call you a misogynist because it was clearly a joke. Here is another bit of a...
No, I didn't. I didn't say that. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Sorry. Here, let's go back a little bit.
Something because of it? Yes, because you owe me. Every woman in Hollywood ever.
So me saying the word tits 3 years ago...
Yeah, I think Lewis McClung should make a low-tier God video next. I think that should be his next fight.
Hate women, but you're allowed to make a joke about all women in Hollywood allowing themselves to be willfully manipulated. This is an infinitely more misogynistic and offensive thing to say than anything that the two of you ever accused me of. But I'm not going to do what you did and call you a misogynist.
My stream VOD will be unlisted in the VODs playlist. I'm not sure if I'll get to the end of this video tonight, though.
Apparent evidence for my hatred of women from the Papa Gut stream.
A lack of nuance. Apparently in one of his videos he said that a woman cannot be beautiful if she is a mother. Apparently that's what he said.
Here's the clip of this joke that they're talking about for everyone wondering. Hey, says Santos. What's good, says Brianna Olsen. I'm sure this is some riveting conversation here. For everyone still in school who thinks that adults just grow this magical power to be more social or more extroverted, I don't know, maybe I've just not had that patch delivered to me yet, but I mean, it seems as though it's wrong based on this alone. To be fair, one of them is an actual child, and this is how year 8s flirt. This is like their sexy talk, I guess. Except Brianna Olsen is a mother, so...
Thank you for the $5. Thank you.
There's nothing sexy about it. It's very obvious to everybody watching the video that I was not saying mothers could not be attractive, but was in fact making fun of this one in particular for bragging about flirting with a 19-year-old boy. And what's worse is that Lewis goes on to admit...
Dude, so take the L, buddy. Take the L, little bro.
...that he's never even seen the clip.
Though, I will say, Dankyjabos sucks for that. That's a really dumb video, crying about someone flirting with a 19-year-old boy. Sorry, don't care, adult. Sorry. Lots of guys like hagmaxing. Lots of 19-year-old guys out there that I'm sure are perfectly happy to hagmax. Okay? Stop meat watching.
I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly what he said.
Did you see him say it?
Yeah, I saw that.
I have not watched the video yet.
So I guess this explains why he's so uneducated about everything he talks about.
What do you mean? That happened after my video was released. I heard somebody say that, and I said he allegedly said it. I did all the right things. So, You haven't watched the video? No, I didn't watch the video. I heard somebody say it. And he did say it. He said it right there. I understand why people might have misinterpreted what he was saying, so everybody's mad at a creator for doing his job, maybe. Be in touch.
According to Gege, Gojo was a hagmaxer.
And the stream, it's so bad. I disagree. I think I'm making a good point. He allegedly said it. Do your research. It was after my video was released. You just need to take the L. I mean, I'm trying. He's not making it easy.
About because he doesn't bother educating himself. The guy's research when he decides to call.
So you took it out of context too? I don't think so. He put it in context there pretty effortlessly by himself. So
call someone out publicly is fucking YouTube comments.
Wait, what?
Pinned. Yeah, man.
Wait. You took it out of context. And he replies, "Well, not really. He put it in context pretty easily himself." So you did. So you took it out of context, and then he had to put it in Are you seeing how this works? Dude, this keeps breaking.
And the stream is so bad. I disagree. I think I'm making a good point. He allegedly said it. Do your research. It was after my video was released. You just need to take the L. I mean, I'm trying. He's not making it easy.
About because he doesn't bother educating himself. The guy's research when he decides to call.
So you took it out of context too? I don't think so. He put it in context there pretty effortlessly by himself. So,
dude, What?
Call someone out publicly is fucking YouTube comments that he's pinned. Yeah, man, you definitely have all the nuance needed to talk about these topics.
And again, it's such a minor thing from him. Do I think that makes him a terrible person? Again, no. But it's comments like that come from him, as well as,
like we just said there,
like a plethora of other comments that he's made that just come across that he is very... I want to say slightly misogynistic, and I'm not throwing that term around loosely. I do think a lot of the things he says, he may not...
Okay, we have confirmation here. We have confirmation here. Gay actually said... Gay was asked what Gojo imagines himself doing if he was not a jiu-jitsu sorcerer. And the answer is probably not a freeloader or a swallow, brackets, man taken care of by older woman financially. So Gojo would be living off of a hag for free if he was not a jiu-jitsu sorcerer. Okay, that is confirmed by the author.
Hate women per se.
So Dankyjabos needs to hop the fuck off.
Okay. But when he makes comments like that, and again, the mother comment about how mothers can't be sexy. Again, I don't know if the context is fully there for that, so I won't go too much.
It's so funny that you are both so confident in calling me a misogynist in your videos, but when somebody simply asks you to explain why I'm a misogynist, you can't do it.
I mean, you took those clips away from the video, so I think I explained it really well in that live, if you want to go watch it. Like I just said in that, we don't really, Katie and I really share the idea that maybe he's not really a misogynist. He just has misogynistic ideas from, I don't know, existing in a world where men kind of are in charge, which sucks, right? The patriarchy. Men put themselves in power, and that involves people in that by default, right? It makes a lot of people very misogynistic by default. Okay? And it is your job to grow out of that. You know, it's your job to grow away from being a misogynistic person because your surroundings tell you to be. And that's why you being this way it might not even be your fault. Okay? Am I going to respond to these super chats? Probably. I'm just busy. Why do you think that? Why do I think what? Are you shifting the goalpost now? No. So in my YouTube videos, if you don't know, I'm very performative. I'm very loud and exasperated because it's a YouTube video.
I was trolling.
I'm going to say, and like I said in the video I made, I do not want him to be canceled. I don't want him to end his career. I want him to talk about this, and he is. And he is talking about it. I don't know if he's going to show that in this video, that I do not want him to be canceled, that I do not want his career over, that I do not want him to be affected by this in any way. All I wanted for him was to say something. That's all I wanted to do. Stop siding with Kat. She's not a good person. How do you know? You don't know her. You don't know her in any way. How do you know she's not a good person? I'm backpedaling? Disagree. I said it in the video. So if it counts as backpedaling, I don't know what to do. Whoa, sorry, 1 second.
He's freaking out. He's getting text saying, get offline. Shove it down. Shut it down, Lewis.
Yeah, I cannot respond to every comment right now. I'm sorry. Read Chin's super chat. I do not know how to do that. Give me a second. I'll do it later. Sorry. I can't find them. But I said it in my video. I don't want him to be canceled. I don't want his career to end. I want him to say something. And he has. Okay? I made all of my points in the video that I wanted. I wanted people.
Yeah, I don't want him canceled, but here's all of my gripes with this guy, including the fact that he's an abuse supporter. He hates women. He wants to fuck rabbits. And he might be a pedophile. Though, to be fair, they didn't say that. They didn't say that.
To basically hear what he has to say, but he wouldn't say anything. Real biggest out here, but you attack an innocent man? That's such a strange thing to say. It's a very rude and strange thing to say. I'm not attacking him. I merely made a video, just like he does about everybody else that he makes a video about.
The reason that these two are struggling so much to answer a question that should be easy, considering how confident they were, is because there's no evidence for it. Apart from 3 jokes, I guess, that you've taken out of context. This is why neither of you bring up the Gloria or Lola Bunny bullshit in this Papa Gut stream, because you know how silly you'd look if you did.
And that's the thing. He may not intend. But I would disagree. I think it was previously a more accepted term. Now it's more derogatory because of things like porn, because of the standards to women's genitalia. So I do think especially maybe it's just not a part of the internet that you're on, but there is already so much discourse about the appearance of women's parts, and always in a negative way as well.
Oh,
so
are you trying to say that like the whole beef curtain thing is him saying that that's like an ugly vagina? Is that what you're trying to say?
No,
well, that's
I think
if you ever see people online,
I think people broadly, but especially these people, are just, they feel like I'm Alex got away, you know? They didn't want I'm Alex to just roll over and disappear. They wanted to fight. They wanted to tear this guy apart. They didn't want him to just roll over, leave, drop out. They wanted to tear him down. They wanted his friends to defend him so they could tear them down. They wanted to go hard. But he didn't. He just left. Hasn't addressed anything. And so now they're like, okay, well, which I'm Alex friends, which I'm Alex workers, co-workers, whatever, that he's had in the past, can we target? Who can we go after with this? That's how it feels to me.
Side of the internet I'm on, because I talk about porn a lot. But if you ever see that term, it is always used as a way to insult the way a woman's vagina looks.
All I did was say the word beef curtains. I seriously don't understand how it's come to this level. Just using the term means nothing, or else all three of you would be raging misogynists. The context is so clearly jokey and not derogatory.
Yeah, or like they wanted like a nothing burger apology that they could all make a fucking video on too. Yeah, they wanted more from it, 100%.
Onto it this much because there's no actual evidence of me being a misogynist, but for some reason you would really want me to be.
Obviously they use it in other terms, usually in kind of joking ways, so maybe that was a joke.
What do you mean, maybe it was a joke? Do you think that I randomly paused my video on Smart Schoolboy 9 to criticize women for not having porn star vaginas? You know that it was a joke. It's so obvious.
No, and it is a joke. I said very clearly in my video that he made a joke that was weird. So, whatever.
Not necessarily that standing alone is the biggest issue, right? If that is the only thing he had done, we would not be here. It's the fact that it is on top of everything else, and in a vacuum it wouldn't do anything, but in this room with all of these different things that point towards him having a misogynistic tone, or a mindset, or being in these spheres online, or having possibly in the past been in these spheres, it adds to this idea that he might have or still be in the mindset of somebody who is misogynistic, whether it's on purpose or not. And it's seeping into his content. That is what this kind of points towards. And it is still an issue if he doesn't, you know, like, acknowledge that that is a derogatory term, and using it to refer to people is not necessarily a good thing.
You can't just say shit like that and provide no other evidence or examples. If there's other—
I said it was a maybe. What do you mean? There's no proof of it. That's why I said it's maybe. Maybe. Oh, here's super chat. I'll read this. Two men accusing each other of being misogynistic when you both made jokes that can be seen as misogynistic and hypocritical. I disagree. I don't think the joke I made was misogynistic. I think it was the opposite, where I said that, but what do I know? That men exploit women in Hollywood on an unprecedented level, and it's absurd. Danky is not white, by the way. Absolutely, he's Egyptian. As a woman of color, it's a disgusting joke. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. You are a mod, which means you might be a little biased, but I'm still saying that that's an important thing to say. You know, hearing an opinion from a woman about this is important.
Very true. There's nothing more important than hearing the opinions of women. That's what I think, personally, guys.
Okay. And I'm not trying to talk about stuff that involve me and other people, or him and other people. It's between me and him, right? So people are being really rude here, as is their right. They're allowed to do that. It doesn't matter, okay? Is it possible to slow the chat? Yes, but I don't know how to, because this is my first YouTube stream like ever. I think his joke was gross. Makes sense. As a woman of color, I don't mind the joke. Okay, that's good. Appreciate you saying that. L Live, get a job. Don't be rude. They can say that all they want. I'm a woman here. No one gave a fuck about him saying the beef thing. Well, I wouldn't have heard about it if nobody cared. So.
It's his first stream ever. It's his first stream doing this kind of content on this channel. He streamed on his Twitch before, but he had like an average viewership of like 15 or 20. I don't know what content he was even doing. And on this stream, he had 3K. So
that prove that I'm a misogynist, then talk about them. You can't just levy these accusations against me and genuinely provide nothing, but here's another clip of them doing just that.
People like Cataclysm talked about it in their videos, specifically because she was somebody who was censored by him. But if you want to hear about that, definitely go watch the live stream that she still has posted.
It was 3K people, you know, berating him, being worked up by Augie in the chat just berating him this entire time. He was very clearly cracking under the pressure.
She still very much stands by this information,
As a
as
woman,
do
it's
I.
weird.
But
People
it's important to
disagree,
know
and
that
that's
he
okay.
also censors in different ways. Like, for instance, apparently at the start of one of his videos, he said to his audience to comment down below as if he had done something terrible, because Cataclysm had just released in stories on her Instagram about what he was saying and what he was doing. So to cover it up, he would censor those like Cataclysm who were actually talking about what he was actually doing, and then he would just ignore anything else that seemed like it would actually call him out because everybody else was just following what he asked them to do, which is borderline manipulative and honestly insane.
Again, another baseless accusation. I just thought it would be a funny joke. That's it.
If you proudly wore this on your chest, okay? If you were like, yeah, I'm still friends with Alex, yeah, you know what? And that's my choice. You guys can hate me for that. If
Guys, I'm going to chill, okay? Other people have got archives, okay? I'm sure this stream will get re-uploaded, okay, guys? But yes, you can view it here for now. I'm going to do a chill, okay, guys? Because we've been going a long time, longer than I usually go for streams. I think we'll probably end up finishing this video because we're this far in now. I feel like it would just be kind of lame to drop it. So, guys, very important that you support the stream, okay? Reptiles like this, performative, fake, lying, snaky reptiles, skinwalkers like Lewis McClung are at the top of YouTube right now, okay, guys? They're at the very top. People like this who just desperately try and appear as unthreatening as possible to their audience of women and emasculated men. This is what wins right now. They just get on, they pull up a TikTok abuse situation, and they say what everyone else is saying. Thank you for the £10. Thank you for the $13.99. Hugely appreciated from both of you there. Hugely appreciated. And we need to change this, guys. We need to change this. So remember, the bare minimum that we ask for here, the free option, okay, guys, that we love seeing, is liking the stream, of which 200 of you seem to have not done that just yet. So it's very important that you remember to move your cursor, thumbs up and click it, or press the thumbs up on the mobile device. Both are hugely appreciated. Now, if you want to take your support one step further, thank you for the $1.99, Danoko, thank you. You can support the stream through Stream Elements in the pin chat message. That's a direct donation, of which I get almost the entire value. Now, if you don't like Stream Elements, and you want to donate through YouTube, support through YouTube, you can buy a recurring membership. Thank you for $2, Bomber, thank you. You can buy a recurring membership. You can also gift a membership to someone else in chat. Gift a whole bunch of memberships randomly throughout the chat, in 5 or 10 or even more. You can buy a super chat, which will highlight a message and read it out on TTS, if it's $5 or above. Or you can buy a super sticker, which is a YouTube image or GIF that'll be highlighted in chat. And then I will describe it to you. I will tell you what's going on in that YouTube image or GIF. Huge stuff, huge stuff. Great value proposition, okay? If you want to keep up with the stream, you can go to discord.gg/Kuihman, twitter.com/Kuihman, or reddit.com/r/Kuihman. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's get back into this.
you did that, I
Thank you
would
for doing
actually
those, guys.
still
Hugely
have
appreciate
a
it.
little bit of respect for
See,
you.
I
But
said
the
this
fact
in
that
the
you're
video.
running away from all of it, acting like you get to do this stuff and hide
That triggers me every time. What with comments like this? Is this a guy or a girl? These people on your dem side. Okay.
from it, even though you did it. You made all these decisions. You don't have to be friends with an abuser, but you chose to do so, and you want to hide it from your fans so that they don't know the kind of person you are. Dude.
I didn't do anything or make all of these decisions. You've completely made up the idea that I'm friends with an abuser. Why would I need to answer for that? There's no lying by omission, as you state in this video.
And to lie to them, to manipulate them, to avoid the truth. Maybe not so much lie, but to silence the truth. It might as well be lying.
I'm being truthful by not talking.
I can see the thumbs down number. I can see thumbs down. We have 5. 5 disgusting, disgusting people decide to do a horrible thing. Commit a horrible slight against me. Against my ego, against my stream. And dislike. Tell YouTube to not recommend them. That's sickening.
About it because
That's not how that works.
It's worse than
What?
rape. The hate crime, because I'm
You can't be
Jewish.
truthful by saying nothing, just like
And-
you
and
can't win a
British.
debate by saying nothing. By saying, I said nothing, so therefore, that means I wasn't lying. Silencing people is lying, if you do not therefore say what you think to be true.
because there is nothing to talk about. I had already told Cataclysm in our call that I wasn't friends with him. I don't understand what else you want from me here.
Dude, just be truthful. Like, for instance, he made an Onision video, okay, that got taken down, flagged or whatever, and it basically almost took down his channel in his own words. Not to flex, but could never be me. Mine's still up. It's one of my biggest videos ever, you know? I don't mean to flex too hard, man. But in the wake of this, he, one, reposted the video, and two, to support him for working on reposting this video and whatnot, he made a Patreon. Okay, so that people who wanted to support him in the
What do you mean? Neither party in this drama is Kuihman coded. What the fuck does that mean?
wake of this minor devastation could. And this would also grant you access to a members-only Discord channel where you could talk with him and all of his other fans and whatnot about him and nothing but him. Whatever, right? But then Cataclysm released her video, and people started talking, and a lot of them started asking him questions about the situation. And you know what he did? He fucking deleted it all. Oh, dude, I gotta get out of I gotta get the fuck out of here. Honestly, if I made a Patreon, I'd probably be like, what's the minimum you can do? Like a cent? Is that something you can do? When people start asking you questions and your first response is to be like, get rid of it all. I can't handle this. I can't handle this policing and drama. Dude, if your audience, the only thing that makes you who you are on the internet says, hey man, I don't mean to be a jackass, but why are you being a jackass? And your first response is, shut up, you can't ask me questions, I'm deleting it all. No, you're gonna ruin my career. You don't deserve to have that career if you can't handle the stuff you cover in real life with some amount of class.
Once again, more assumptions. Here's the message that I left on my Discord.
I haven't seen this. Nobody's shown me this. Hey guys, I really appreciate this constant support you guys have shown me and the channel. Recently, the channel has grown to the point where I no longer need a Patreon to support making the videos, and I'm super grateful that you guys have helped me at this point. Okay, very good. I'm genuinely happy for him. I'm not being condescending. I'm happy for him. Because of this, I've decided to stop running the Patreon altogether. Sorry for being so inactive. And this Discord recently, whilst I've been working on the channel to make up for it, I'll be refunding all of you for the last month of support, and I truly value the generosity you've shown me, and don't feel it's fair otherwise. That's very grown up of you. That's very good. Thank you so much for everything. It means the world to me. I wish you all the best. Merry Christmas. Okay. This doesn't prove anything, but it's very grown up of him, and it's very sweet. It's actually a very sweet message. Rude comments aren't valid criticism.
This guy sucks.
Be as rude as you want. I don't
This
mind.
guy sucks.
Like this is great. This is really good. I hadn't seen this. Nobody had showed me this.
That you discouraged that your side is just weak men? Sorry, no. Let me read this message properly. I'm inserting words to make it sound more coherent. You discourage your side is just weak men? Dems?
I looked on many forums and I looked into many things. I even asked many people and nobody has said this. I'm wondering if I should bring up some information that has been brought to light to me by somebody online. And I feel like I will, because a lot of people do not, like, somebody came forth to me about Danky here being weird with somebody in a chat message somewhere, long time ago, like 3 years ago, when he was like 18.
New allegations? Dropping new allegations live? Let's go.
And I don't know if I should bring it up. Because I have further proof after I'd released my video.
You just did, buddy.
Might be more weird than we thought he was. But this is great. This does not prove a single thing. It does not prove a single thing.
Wait.
Okay?
New allegations?
And it's really nice.
A man's life hangs in the balance?
He didn't.
Okay. Thank you, Dan, for the $2. You get 50 letters, bozo. Your side is down bad. Thank you for the $2, Dan.
Delete it because he was being rude. Or he didn't delete it because he was silencing people. Or he didn't delete it because so many people were asking him. There's no way that this proves that, even though this is really sweet and nice. Why didn't you reach out to him first? I did. I did reach out to him first. Hold on. Hold on. Would you look at that? I did reach out to him first. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, I did reach out to him first. I said, we need to talk. I have some very important questions you're probably going to want to answer. You have to respond to the situation involving you. I did reach out to him and he said nothing. So I said, I'll make a video then. But this is really nice. This right here. This is really nice. What day? I think it was 3 days before I posted my video on December 31st.
Imagine telling your grandchildren you went to the polling box as an excited Kamala voter. Haha. This kid is what you all look like, chat.
So, crazy. Why did I spam him? I don't know. I wanted to hear from him. One was like the evening before, though. Or I guess the morning before when I was still awake. But, yeah. One was at 1 a.m. and then I woke up and didn't have anything back from him. So, gave him a day. I gave him 3 days. I gave him 3 days to respond to those messages. So, this is really nice. This is a very sweet message, but, you know.
Good before I took my Patreon down. There was simply no reason to have a Patreon anymore, considering how much
When he was on holiday with his family? I don't know that. I don't know that.
income my channel was generating.
During Christmas? I didn't celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas, so I don't know. I woke up and made a vid? No. I woke up and started researching.
Wait, he doesn't celebrate Christmas? What do you mean you don't celebrate Christmas? What fucking religion are you? You're not Jewish, that's for sure. You are certainly not Jewish. Is he just like, is he just a miserable is he just, does he celebrate Science-mas? Do you think he celebrates Science-mas? I don't celebrate Christmas, I celebrate Science-mas. What did Science Claus get? Lewis McClung. Harry Fauci-mas.
That's something that I am genuinely grateful for. But it really is just that simple. I don't know why everything I do is now somehow linked to this situation that is ultimately about nothing. It's also very interesting to me that you act so high and mighty about the fact that if you were to ever start a Patreon, you would only charge your fans 1 cent because you're that much of a nice guy.
I thought it was a funny joke, but honestly, if I made a Patreon, I'd probably be like, what's the minimum you can do? Like a cent? I wasn't. Is that something you can do?
But you literally have channel memberships that start at £3 a month. Like, that's fine. Have channel memberships. It's whatever, but who's the virtue signaler here exactly?
And nuance, see, because what you laugh. I thought it was a funny joke, but, you know, his
I was just joking about how I don't want to take any money from my fans, and I'm actually like, I'm actually super ascended and don't need Patreon.
Is nuance. Being wrong is the quickest path to being right. Admitting your wrongs is the quickest path back to being a good person. Righting your wrongs, confessing your wrongs, being true to the people who support you.
Hey, Kui, you brick-headed Brit. Don't forget you follow USA politics more than your own. Why is everyone leaving the left? Why do they go right? Okay. Everyone isn't leaving the left. I don't know what you even mean by that, Dan. Well, I only lost in the end by like 2 million votes, and it's not because people converted to okay, I don't even know why I'm arguing with you, Dan. I know you're trolling. I know you're trolling.
And give you a job and a rent and a career, okay? That is what gives you anything.
There is no nuance in perpetuating a story about me when there is no proof at all.
What? I think there was nuance, personally. I think the nuance lies in me trying to formulate ideas about it, you know? In a court of law, which this is not, by any stretch of the margin, I'm just using it as metaphor. In a court of law, you have to provide proof in what it could mean, not just proof. You say, well, this is something, it could relate to this. And that's all I was doing.
You lack is nuance.
It's incredibly hypocritical of you to claim that I lack the nuance to run my channel, and that you have all the nuance, class, decency, empathy, and intelligence necessary to put yourself in the shoes of others and cover whatever topics you like. Where exactly was the nuance when you started off your videos?
What? No. Throwaway. No. He said you can't. Yeah, I heard Chud say that towards the end of the stream that I would cancel any social event I had to talk about Bobby. I did semi-do that. I was talking to people about when to do something, and I was just like, yeah, probably not tonight. Probably later in the week. Probably tomorrow or something. Okay. Right. We got Lewis McClung. Okay. We need to finish this. We might have more Bobby to go back to. I'm not sure. We might jump around. But we need to finish this Lewis McClung VOD. And then we have, obviously, Bobby is dead. Bobby is nothing. He's shit at Sonic, shit at reading tweets, shit at making videos, shit at doing streams. Not funny, not cool, not epic. However, in the wake, in the ashes of Bobby, Liquid Sonic rose up, doing Twitter versus videos initially and then moving on to his own commentary. And Liquid Sonic has released a Lewis McClung video, right? It really struck while the iron was hot for this one. He must have, I feel like, he must have started doing it when we were talking about Lewis McClung like a week ago. And he just timed it perfectly to post it the day after. The day after the big response. The big fight. So really good timing. So we're going to finish this response stream that Lewis McClung did. And then get into the Liquid Sonic video. I started it when you pointed out the fan. Awesome. Awesome. That's based.
An attempted murder with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure edits.
Because I do it in every video. Every single video I do it. People tell me it's good, so I kept doing it.
A couple of meaningless jokes that I made 3 years ago somehow prove that I'm a raging misogynist and I don't deserve a career. But you're able to start your video off on rape accusations like this, and that's all fine and dandy.
Audience member, my beautiful.
What's this? Was it?
members.
I'm getting word that Dickers is online and actively avoiding a convo. Is this true? Dickers is running from Pepsi? Is this what I'm hearing?
Those who I cherish more than any earthly possession I have, because without you, I would have nothing.
You can't cherish or respect your audience that much if you're this willing to lie to their faces.
Lying implies intent. Dude, I had no intent to... I was just talking about things and what they could mean. It's that simple. God damn, dude. I'm not lying. I was simply saying what I thought was happening. Also, it's really late here, so I'm a little sleepy, so ignore me if I yawn. How long did you give you? Do you mean how long?
He just said he's out drinking in his Discord. Drinking on a Sunday night. You're Sunday night, 11 p.m. You're out drinking. Do I believe you? Do I believe you? I was almost out doing something else tonight, but I don't know that... I don't know it would have been drinking till late. That doesn't make sense to me on a Sunday. Place is shut.
How long did I give him? Like, I mean, Katie gave him like a month.
I'm going to put the poor guy into rehab.
Katie removed
Awesome.
the video. Uh-oh. I'm going to leave mine up.
Anyway,
But I
let's
still think some of
stop
it is
talking about Pepsi versus Dickers now, okay? Focus on Lewis McClung.
True.
Is about another creator that you share that audience with. To call me a virtue signaler and talk to your audience like this...
I didn't call him a virtue singular in my video. I don't... Virtue signaler. I did not call him that. I don't think he is. I think he might have in this video one time, but other times I don't think he did.
is incredibly ironic.
So this is my proposition to you, you nuance-lacking goblin. Come on my show. Come on here. I will interview you unbiasedly. I will ask you questions.
Don't make a video if you don't know what the fuck you're saying. I thought I was saying a lot of good stuff, personally.
That is what I will do, okay?
Dude.
I'm offering you this proposition. I will interview you. If you feel as though you have
I
no
thought I was
avenue
saying a lot of good
for
stuff. I thought it was a
clearing
really
your
good
name,
video.
There is really a way to clear your name, because you really need to clear this up. Your audience, above all, deserves the truth from you.
You cannot make a video with baseless accusations and big lies to try and scare me into doing an interview for your YouTube channel.
I was not trying to scare you into doing an interview. Let me clarify. I was trying to get you to talk about what's going on. And I was genuinely trying to be nice, because at the end of my videos, I'm usually very laid back. I was trying to be very, what's the word?
Oh, guys, also, I need to do a show, okay? I didn't show for that entire Bobby segment like a fucking idiot, okay? Like a complete idiot. Guys, slop like Lewis McClung, slop like Twitter versus. This is the stuff that goes crazy on YouTube, okay? Guys pretending to be eunuchs, unthreatening eunuchs, with nothing that could possibly offend a woman about them. No perspective that could ever bother a woman or concern a woman in any way. Just the most sanitized, plastic, tasteless commentary on every abuse situation he can get his hands on. Bo Blacks, pretending he doesn't have an opinion on situations, pumping his videos full of biased tweets, fueling one side of a conflict, trying to play the game for years. This is what blows up, guys. This is what people love. But real-ass wiggers with some shit to say, real-ass white boys, comedy males, are raped, killed, left dead in gutters. And that is the fate that could befall me any day. So it's so important, guys, that first of all, Yep. Thank you for the 10 gifted ISU. That is hugely appreciated. So that's why it's so important, guys, that you like the stream, first of all. Free option, totally free option to support. Simply requires you to move your cursor to the thumbs up and click it, or press the thumbs up on your mobile device. Either one is hugely appreciated. Now, if you want to take your support a step further, the first and best, but you can choose anyway, really, but the first and most effective, efficient, cost-effective way to support the stream is the Stream Elements link in the pin chat message, where you can make a direct donation. You can make direct donation to fund the stream. Huge cut for me. It's very awesome getting Stream Elements donations. Not everyone likes doing that, though. Some people prefer the convenience of YouTube, which is fine. And the first way you can support me through YouTube is through memberships. You can buy yourself a recurring membership so that you create a baseline for the channel, help fund the channel. It's very awesome. You can also gift memberships. You can do this either individually or a whole pack of them at once, going 5, 10, or even more, like Isu just did with 10, which is hugely generous of him. You can also buy super stickers, which are YouTube images or GIFs that we highlighted in chat that I then describe to you. There's like hippo characters, lemon characters. There's all sorts of shit going on with the super stickers. They're awesome, really. They're really great. Or you can buy a super chat, which will highlight your message. And if it's over $5, it will be read out on the text-to-speech program on the stream. So your message will be read out. Now, I still do check all of them. I'll usually respond if you've got a question in there. No promises, but I usually respond if you've got a question in there. Thank you for the Stream Elements donation. That's hugely appreciated.
Smile.
From Quella. Thank you, Quella, so much. Thank you. I know you usually respond to any questions, but the smile donation, that's awesome. Now, guys, if you want to keep up with the stream, go to discord.gg/Kuihman, twitter.com/Kuihman, or reddit.com/r/Kuihman. I'm also going to throw up a quick goal on the super chats. We're going to do a goal for a couple of hours, and we'll do, what will it be? Be happy / maybe, not even, we won't do maybe. We'll do try another Bobby time at end of stream. That'll be the goal, okay? We're doing goals for beating Sonic Bobby times, okay? There you go. There's a goal up. Thank you for the 1,600 Yangul with a good luck Shiba Inu shouting into a megaphone with some, I don't even know, is that like a fan or is it like cards? I'm not sure. I've got no idea, honestly. We're saying good luck. Screaming good luck into a megaphone.
I was trying to, like...
Thank you.
Actually be nice and be like, hey, man, if you really haven't done any of this and you really need to talk to somebody or you really need to talk, like you need somebody to ask you questions so you know what to say, genuinely, that's what I was trying to do. All right, what's this? Oh, yeah. Don't make content if you don't know what's up. What's this one? I appreciate your raw honesty. Pre-Janky's vid, I also thought you meant the Hollywood joke. From what I know, I see both sides on this. I just wish the chat would have more media literacy and kindness. I mean, sure. People can be as rude as they want, though. I don't mind.
Who do you actually think you are? Offering me an interview as though you're doing me a favor when you've just lied about me for 20 minutes in front of 300,000.
Lying again. I don't need to say it again. But I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm trying to show what you made.
I'm not lying. I just made statements without evidence that turned out to be false. Okay. We all care about the distinction there in your hit piece video.
It might have been doing. You might still be friends with Alex. That's the thing, dude. You haven't shown, truly, you can't really show proof that you aren't friends with Alex. That wouldn't make sense. But you also haven't shown the
so why are you asking
interactions that
for
were
it, buddy?
only, what is the word? Only professional, right? You haven't shown those to us. You haven't shown them to us at all. Why? I don't know.
Thank you, Q, for the €5 super sticker of a Shiba Inu dog laughing into the palm of his paw. Going, ha ha ha. Thank you.
I'm taking your word for it. I'm going to take your word for it as I took Katie's word for it that you aren't friends with him. And that's fine. You're allowed to say that. And it might be true. I hope it's true. I really hope it's true. That's why I make my videos. I want to make change. Okay? So, but maybe he's lying. I don't know.
1,000 people. If you genuinely cared about this, you would not be trying to get a YouTube video out of it and turn it into a public display.
Wait, I had other Stream Elements donuts come in. But, wait. I might have missed one last night as well. I think someone got censored. Static Kitty, $50. Cheers. Thank you. Hugely appreciated, Static Kitty. I missed May last night. I've been missing your streams and you keep taking them down. Or did I miss that one? I'm not sure. My streams don't keep going down, I don't think, do they? Or any of them blocked? I haven't checked. Oh, partially blocked. What copyright is getting me there? Oh, it's only blocked in Russia, though. Okay, never mind. Wait, fuck! Okay, here.
People. If you genuinely cared about this, you would not be trying to get a YouTube video out of it and turn it into a public display. And
What? The reason I make videos is because I care about stuff. I want to talk about it. I want to hear people's opinions. I want discourse. You know?
what you claim to have been attempts to keep this private are similarly fictitious. You say to Papa Gut on stream that you had tried to keep this private by messaging me and that I had blatantly ignored you.
It's important to hold yourself accountable for these things, and he's not letting anybody reach him about it. I even messaged him directly, and he ignored it. So when you do that, it honestly feels like a kind of just like really idiotic thing to do.
You had left a comment on my channel and messaged me on Instagram one day before you decided to put your hit piece out on me. I hadn't even seen the notification that I had even been messaged by you until after your video was already out.
I can't prove that to be true. There's no way I can prove that to be true. But I did message him 2 days and 3 days before my video post. It was not the day before.
But even if I had seen and responded to your message in time, the fact that your video was out so soon after tells me that you already had your mind made.
No, if you had said something to me, we would have had a talk. We would have had a talk and the video would have never came out. Easy as that. Easy as that. It's so easy as that, dude. I think that's cap. I do not play lightly with this. I said what I think to be true, what could be true, and showed you the proof.
But there's no way to know that. That's the thing.
Simple. And
total
then
counterfactual.
You say that I
Worthless.
already
Worthless.
made up my mind.
I promise I would have acted differently if the situation was different. Well, it's not. So we can't verify that. So we just know that you act like a piece of shit the way it did go down. So this is just total cope.
Yeah, because you didn't say anything to me.
In fact, the reason that you probably don't...
Yeah, for real. This explains so many decisions people make online are explained by looking for scalps. Explained by looking for scalps. He was going for one. He wanted one. He wanted to take out Dankyjabos. Similar content creator, similar space, similar audience. Already a woman going after him. It was perfect. Perfect opportunity for a scalp.
Your video is because it was probably recorded before you even messaged me. To give me 1 day to respond to you and assume that if I don't respond, I must be a misogynistic abuse apologist is horrendously unfair. And even in these messages, you show the same level of ego and self-importance that you do in the video, claiming that we need to talk, that I'm required to answer your questions, and that I have to talk about the situation involving me. There is no
figure of speech, I guess. But yeah, I do think he needed to speak with me. Sorry. But I think that we needed to talk about this because I was going to make a video on it if he didn't. Simple. English language is complicated, but yeah. Also, I'm getting a little tired. Sorry. But, hold on.
Situation, and we had exchanged like 10 messages before this. We're not friends at all, and I don't even know you. So whatever gave you the impression that you had the right to speak to me like this is...
Where's the date in that screenshot? I don't know.
Beyond me. I do not have to talk about anybody or do anything that you want. I make YouTube videos, and that's that. I will not let any of you bully me into doing what you like.
Bullying. Bullying. The literal definition of bullying is doing something repeatedly to, like, be mean to somebody.
No, it's not. That's like harassment. Bullying doesn't require repetition. Seek to harm, intimidate, or coerce someone perceived as vulnerable. I mean...
I did one thing. One! And I wasn't even trying to be that mean. I was a little rude, honestly. But I do that in every video. I'm very exasperated. Hypocrite bully, you started this.
I'm very exasperated. Okay, buddy.
I mean, I made content out of it. It's what I do. So, I don't know.
Would have been perfectly cool.
Here, let's look at this.
I honestly wonder what the thinking was going live here, because he's like just gotten totally raped. I don't even understand the thinking. Did he just think he could damage control? Because it's in half the video. He knew from the first... Surely he knew from the first half it wasn't looking good.
Usually leads to mistakes in the heat of the moment. There's a comment here. I'm reading it. Sorry. Lewis, I implore you to take a moment, breathe, make a full response, respond on stream. Usually leads to a mistake in the moment. Well, it's okay to make mistakes in the moment. That's what I'm trying to show. It's okay to make mistakes in the moment. Why does Jesse have to share his messages with his ex-employer to prove that he isn't friends with Alex? That seems pretty unreasonable and entitled. Well, I'm not saying he has to. I'm saying he didn't. He did not do that. To prove that he is not lying. As everybody else showed receipts, he did not. Right? These accusations are life-ruining? How? How? I literally just said he wouldn't respond to stuff.
Cordial if you had spoken to me like a normal person, but you didn't. And by the way, neither did Cataclysm. From the moment I ignored her offer to join call with her and her friends, she had begun randomly messaging me unwarranted, hateful messages whenever she felt like.
Hold on.
Why'd you unfollow? These are the messages where he deleted stuff in between things. What? No, they aren't. Wait, this? This is the why'd you unfollow me. Didn't he after this say, oh, it's because you were policing my content?
Policing Twitter follows or Instagram follows specifically.
You, content ID. Okay. I mean, this is. If this isn't the situation where he deleted messages, I don't know. Did he delete messages here? Hold on.
Dude. How do I sweep for this? How do I sweep for this? This bitch looks fucking crazy here.
Bro, give up.
How do I sweep for this?
Because he doesn't know you. Okay. I mean, we talked one time. You're not entitled to a response? Sure. I felt as though I needed to talk to him before I made a video, but he wouldn't talk to me. So, I did call him a misogynist. I did. Can it ruin your career? Not if you prove it incorrect. Not if you prove it wrong. It's hard to do. It's hard to do. Sure.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
Maybe you should just throw it around then, buddy.
Later. Okay, so these are not the messages. These are not the messages where he deleted stuff. It's hard to tell because now we don't know if he deletes messages. But I digress.
Comments on her YouTube channel that accuse me of being a potential sexual assaulter. The fact that—
What? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look at something really quick. So, where are these messages? Hold on.
Okay,
hold on.
none of that.
I have screenshots that somebody sent me. There's no proof, but I do have screenshots that somebody sent me.
Wow.
Hold on for a second. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Humor me. Okay. So Jesse is 21. He's a year older than I am. Yes, I am a baby. I'm a little man. Okay.
Holding.
There is messages out there. Hold on. Let me collect myself. I am not going to show you guys these. I'm going to talk to Mr. Jabot first. How about that? I'll take his advice and we will talk. Okay? Because I'm going to take his advice. And I'm going to ask him about these screenshots I have between him and another person that are very concerning. Okay, I'm not going to show you guys first. I'm sorry. I'm going to ask him, and then maybe I'll talk with you. Maybe I'll talk with you about it. But, yeah, I'm not going to show these. These could, if they are not real, if they are they could be life-ruining. So I'm not going to show them. Yeah, let's finish the video. Whoever called him a potential sex offender is fucking weird, though.
That either of you act as though you were trying to be fair at any point, that you were trying to be respectful at any point, is honestly laughable.
This video about Jesse, I wanted to make it still with a little respect in my heart for him.
So just like batting around, new allegations.
Potential sexual assault goes beyond just hearting comments, though. Cataclysm even justifies her harassment towards me as putting a stop to my future abuse, comparing me to her ex-boyfriend who she said had poured boiling water over her, and telling people that if she didn't put a stop to me now, that I could end up like this.
But in all seriousness, guys, you know, this type of behavior is only the beginning. You know, I've seen more often than not when stuff is just surface level, it gets worse and worse, you know? And I just want to remind people, and this isn't a pity party, but I've made a video before about this. I've been in a relationship with someone for 2 years who abused me. And I saw it progressively get worse and worse, you know?
Look at him fucking nodding, dude. Look at him fucking nodding. I've been in a relationship where I was abused before. Yes. Yes, Queen. I'm nodding. That must have been so hard for you, Queen.
2 years who abused me. And I saw it progressively get worse and worse, you know? You start off not very nice, a little bit angry, a lot of apologies. You end the relationship having boiling water thrown down your front, being called every word under the sun. Being
dude, yeah, the mouse movements. Dude, this guy is stimming like crazy. What is going on?
No.
Dude, look at him spinning his mouse.
Boiling water thrown down your front, being called every word under the sun, being thrown to the ground, multiple terrible things happen to you. And how did it start? With the little things.
Self-soothing.
It always starts off small, and it's not something that people should.
I didn't like that. That wasn't me. Hold on. Let's clear something up real quick.
Respect in my heart for him as a human.
Painting me out as a potential.
That's not me, guys. I didn't like that. That's not me. This is on Katie's channel. This is not me. That's not me. That's Katie's profile picture right there.
Sexual assaulter goes beyond just hurting comments, though. Cataclysm even justifies her harassment towards me as putting a stop to my future abuse, comparing me to her ex-boyfriend who she said had poured boiling.
Starts off small, and it's not something that people should think when, because if you say, oh, don't call them out for that small thing, then you're implying that small things should just be let go. When it comes to women and abuse, no, small things shouldn't be.
I hope I don't need to explain how genuinely horrific an allegation like this is when the only piece of evidence that you have is an annoying orange joke and a follow on Instagram. I'm very sorry that this happened to you, Katie, but it's simply not an excuse for you to levy these baseless accusations against me.
I said, I'm asking you.
I mean, it's her right to have the opinion, I think, but again, we'll wait to see her
questions privately before I ask them publicly. So here, ladies and gentlemen, we have an example of me giving him a pretty good chance to even just explain himself. I'm not saying that I would have been his friend if he had. I would have still thought that you are an ignorant idiot, okay? But I wanted to give him the chance to explain, because who knows, there could have been something going on there.
This is not you giving me a chance to explain myself. This is just a threat. Why would I want to engage with you after finding out that you're screenshotting messages in real time and are now threatening me? It's very clear.
Threatening. Okay. This is complicated. It's very complicated.
No, it's not.
Don't read Katie's post. Okay, alright, fine. Jesus. Nobody get mad at me for not finishing the video. See, Dankyjabos has cleared up, right? I have
so,
seen the entire...
Cataclysm midway through his stream, removes her hit piece on Dankyjabos and posts an apology.
Video, and I've taken it into consideration some of the comments and outside perspectives. I just want to start off by saying that this is good to see Dankyjabos has cleared up, right? Touch with Alex anymore. I think that it goes without saying. I want to apologize to Danky for making him feel as if he was forced into a video. I can't talk my way out of that. As now looking to the situation in hindsight, I see exactly how you would have felt the other option, right? Yeah. And the meaning you had to talk about the things, and meaning you had to talk about things you weren't comfortable with talking about it. Yeah, I do feel bad about that, and I did apologize for saying, hey man, you might blah 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 blah, right?
Hey man, I'm sorry man. I'm sorry man. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Right, so.
Look at the corners these people paint themselves into. Look at the corners these people work themselves into, desperately appealing to the most sensitive women, theatre kid queers, online, desperately try to court this Emily BLM audience, and then the moment they get a video response and the guy's like, you made me feel uncomfortable that I had to address these allegations. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, double down. Double down. Fight back.
Yeah, truthfully, no one else has ever needed to get involved in this, and I do acknowledge that the stream format I originally did was probably not the smartest idea, or talking points about someone who I was upset with, okay? That was my first mistake. It was something that I should not have made public, especially as I—
Because if this was there's plenty of stuff you can just blow through in Dankyjabos' video. If you just go, hey, you've got a girlfriend, I don't believe you're asexual. One of his excuses just evaporates. Hey, did something happen to you as a kid? Have you got like something seriously wrong with you? Oh, you're lying about being asexual then. No, you're lying about being asexual. You've got a girlfriend. You weren't fucking, you know, your brain didn't get fried as a kid. You're lying. You're not really asexual. Stop using that as an excuse. Respond to the point. But no, he can't do that. He can't do that because his whole audience has backed him into a corner. He's worked himself into a corner with his audience.
I really did not mean for it to be a witch hunt. Yeah, okay? I thought I was doing the right thing in regards to what I deemed to be morally right, but something I'm learning is sometimes it's best to just keep something offline. Very real. I'm happy to see that it has been cleared up, and that is my final say on the matter. I have deleted the stream out of respect for Dankyjabos now that he has cleared things up. Not friends with Alex. That is important. I don't know. I didn't see any proof of it, but I guess we're taking his word for it. I mean, I'll try my best. I'm happy to see that it has been cleared up, and that is my final say on the matter. I've deleted the stream out of respect for Dankyjabos now that it has cleared things up. Right, okay. I hope this is something— Sorry, again, dyslexic, it's hard for me to read. No apology from you, I'm still reading, dude. Chill out. I hope this is something that doesn't mean you guys feel you cannot trust me. I try at all times to just say what I'm feeling, and sometimes what I'm feeling may not be the best idea to just throw online, especially without more context and solid information. As due to this all blowing up, it has essentially become he said, she said, which is definitely not something that should be online ever, right? And it's completely my fault, okay? I take responsibility for my mistakes, and I apologize to anybody confused, annoyed at me, and take criticism on board as always, as do I. I love criticism. Dankyjabos never did anything wrong. I think what he did wrong is not say anything.
I love criticism. I seek it out.
It made everybody have to jump to conclusions. Actually, it didn't make us. We did it. So, what to say, what to do? Hold on. All right. Did Lewis do no research? No, I did so much research. That's the thing. That's why I'm so confused. I did so much research with multiple people as well. So, I think I'm the scapegoat. You think I'm the scapegoat? Maybe. I'm not going to jump to any conclusions because that's what started this whole mess. But was I a scapegoat? Who knows? This is worrisome. Give me 1 second. Y'all can read that if you need to. You inspired yourself. Research? You want to see what the research I did was? How can I show you this? I did reach out to Katie, right? I saw her video and I reached out to her. I want that to be very clear. Hold on. Is there going to be another full video on this? There might have to be. There might have to be. There might have to be. I thought it was all going to get cleared up right here, right now, but it definitely was not. It's okay to sleep, or it's okay to stop. I mean, I know it's okay to stop, but I don't want to leave you guys, bro, apologize. I don't know what I'm apologizing for. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to Danky, okay? That's what I'm going to do. I think that's the right thing to do. So I'm going to reach out to him. He probably doesn't want to talk to me right now, so forgive and forget for that. I'm not going to be mad at him for not wanting to talk to me, but I think I want to talk to him. I almost ruined his career. I literally said I didn't want to do that. And I didn't lie. I thought that
I was muted. If you said you didn't want to do it, then there's no way you could have done it, right? There's absolutely no way that could have possibly happened. There's no way he could have possibly have almost ended this guy's career or tried to. If he said he didn't want to do it, then he couldn't have possibly done it. That's how it works.
Okay. I almost ruined his career. I literally said I didn't want to do that. And I didn't lie. I thought this was all very real. I thought this was all very true and real. Still think some of it could be, but a lot of it has been proven wrong, so good job.
Some of it could be.
Good job, Jabos. I'm very happy and proud of you.
Some of it could be true.
For coming out and saying things. Right? That was my entire goal. That's what I wanted, and he did that. So, yeah.
Lewis McClung could be a pedophile, for all I know.
I will not be taking the accusations that I lied lightly, because I did not. Hold on, what's the super chat? Hi, it's me again. I believe you have done research. And good intention situation was simply handled in a bad way, and tried to say that earlier. Okay, yeah. You're only pretended you're sorry because it backfired. I don't think it backfired. I think what I'm doing right now is just trying to address the situation, because he said something, which is great. It's really good. Hold on, what's this? There's some people claiming that you're slandering him. I joined the stream late and haven't been informed on what's going on. But can we summary what's going on and what's happening? Basically, I made a video about Dankyjabos. Okay, before I end, I'll do a summary. Made a video about him. We're live right now. Whoa, it's like Inception. Please take a nap. I should take a nap. Made a video about him. Just so that he would make a video responding to her. Because what I find so strange is that he did not make a response until I said something. Why didn't he just say something before that? He didn't disprove... Guys, you're forgetting that he still put words in my mouth and made me look like I was a misogynist for things that I did not say in the way that he said. But that's okay. I did that to him. According to him, I did that to him. So it's all fair and game, honestly. He's allowed to do that. But I'm going to end with no apology. I'm going to talk with him is what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk with Mr. Jabot. If he'll talk with me. If he'll see me. Stop victim blaming. He literally did not say that. I'm pretty sure he did. Pretty sure. You can go rewatch the live. But,
Dude.
You did the same thing. I know, that's what I just said. According to him, I did the same thing. So, ooh. Yeah, I'm going to go have a conversation with him. Seems like
the coping is just shameful.
Right. Let me read this real quick. You definitely got roped into this because of curiosity and good intentions. I feel like I did have good intentions. That's the thing. You and Kate did him wrong? I don't think so. I think we were both very genuinely concerned. I think that's true. Yeah, so she just responded to me. I'm not going to show you the messages, but she just said, yes, she did have good intentions. She did believe what she was telling me. She did. So I don't think we were trying to be terrible. Not at all, not one bit. But this.
Well, listen. If the woman with tattoos who always talks about abusive relationships and toxic relationship dynamics and feminism is saying that she had good intentions doing something, she must have. She must have. I can't see it. She must have.
This is truly a development here on the, this right here.
Case closed.
What to do? Okay.
Put that one to rest.
Leave him alone. Okay. Well, I do, like I said, I have something very problematic if it is true that I'm not going to show you guys that I'm going to talk to him about, okay? If he doesn't respond, I don't know what to do. But I really need to talk to him about something very bad. That if it is true, that he did not talk about here because I did not talk about it because I learned about it after this video, okay? And it's bad, okay? Worse than all.
The transphobic video is still on Papa Gut's channel, his reactions there. So we might dig into that at some point, but we won't have time today.
All of this stuff, if it is true. And I'm not going to show you guys because it could be career ruining.
Fucked up. I have such limited time.
So, a large amount of misinformation, misunderstanding played a part. Okay. Yeah, it was a pretty big misunderstanding, probably. So, if it is true, no, it's not blackmail, because I don't know if it's true. But I do really need to talk to him about it. So, anyways, thank you so much for being here, all of you. Why mention it? Because I almost showed it to you guys, and then I realized what was wrong with that. So, not doing that. Not showing you guys.
Wow.
But I definitely need to talk to him about it. So, thank you so much for being here, every last one of you. For real, why mention it? I mentioned it first because I didn't realize that it would be really bad to show, so then I ended up not showing it. Because it could be so bad. It could be so bad. I'm really lost on what to do here.
You dropped a new video? You uploaded a 4-minute video. My response, Dankyjabos. Okay.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to talk with him. All right. Thank you so much for being here, all of you. This is blackmail. Don't think so. I'm not going to show it if I don't talk with him about it. Okay? How about that? If he doesn't talk with me about it, then I'm not going to show it to you guys. Which means it might just go under the rug. But I will definitely be looking into it myself. So, thank you so much for watching, every last one of you. You're all beautiful and amazing, and I'm glad you were here. And I appreciate you all for being here. So, thank you so much. And Danky, if you're seeing this, I really need to talk with you really badly. You don't have to talk to me. I appreciate you telling me that I made you uncomfortable, and I'm very sorry for doing that. I did not mean to make you uncomfortable in those ways, and I did not mean to make you...
Danky, I really need to talk to you, Danky.
During this, I did not mean to make you do that. I'm sorry that you felt the need to do that, and that it was
Danky, please respond.
And I do apologize for that. Above all else, that is something that I did not want to happen. So, thank you so much for being here, and good night, good evening, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
Okay, well, so that's that. And that's that.